He was an ordinary office clerk, signing papers, looking at the screen with a wolf and dreaming of a vacation, and then, bang, a blow to the brain, and he's in a world where animals are weapons, and friendship with a pet decides whether you survive or not. Saves a wolf cub, and suddenly gets a beast with infinite evolution. Now he can merge with it, steal skills, and break enemies against his knee. But there's a nuance. He's a rookie. No experience, no rules, and no breaks. Welcome to the Beast Association, where even the entrance exams are a deadly game. The guy woke up in an unfamiliar alley, surrounded by strange people. His head was splitting. He had just finished work in the office. He remembers stacks of papers and the cold light of a monitor with an image of a wolf. Suddenly, a shock pierces him, and he realizes that this is another world or time. In front of him is the same wolf from the screen, but why is he barking like a dog? A sudden explosion in the street draws their attention to the man in the suit. The little wolf fearlessly rushes forward, leaving the boy bewildered. The hero cautiously peers out from around the corner, trying to understand what is happening. The huge brute mocks the mythical beast, and the hero realizes that he is in a world of magic. Meanwhile, the man in the suit desperately screams about his dream of joining the mythical beast society while clutching the cat. The bully mockingly declares that such a non-entity is barred from joining the society of mythical beasts. A man in a suit cries in despair, hugging a frightened kitten. The bully attacks, but the wolf cub dodges. The hero admires the animal's courage. The mohawked henchman suggests humiliating the dreamer by making him a laughing stock. Iroquois swings his leg at the defenseless wolf cub, preparing to strike. Suddenly, the hero intercepts the blow, saving the little wolf from being killed. The guy himself is stunned by his own strength, easily throwing the bandit back. The hero runs up to the man with the cat, offering to leave and not get involved with the thugs. The bald-headed man's face contorts with rage. "You will pay for this, insect!" The bandit leader smirked. "Oh, Kaz looks like he's really pissed off." The Iroquois screams in rage, calling for someone to come out and threatening to kill him. Suddenly, he summons his mythical beast, the bronze kangaroo. A mohawked bandit, surrounded by flames, charges forward wearing boxing gloves. The hero is shocked. Are everyone in this world such monsters? The man in the suit shouts that we need to run. The enemy has merged with the bronze beast. The guy tries to understand what fusion is and who the beast masters are. It turns out that strength depends on the level of the beast, and their pets are newbies. The man in the suit reproaches the hero. Why did he even get into a fight, and why is he running so slowly? The dreamer complains about the mythical beast society, and then a bully notices them. The mohawked brute leaps into the air, catching up with the fleeing hero. Explosion! The hero dodges flying debris. The man in the suit shouts, "Let's get out of here, it's dangerous." Iroquois sneers, "Who cares about weaklings?" He continues, "You are also trash, just like this dreamer." "Those who do not value life are worthless," the hero says angrily. Iroquois laughs, "Strength is everything in this world." "Die quietly, worm," the thug growls, swinging his weapon. A powerful blow flies towards the man with the cat. The hero intervenes again, throwing the mohawk away. How annoying, the hero thinks, looking at the bandit. The hero gives the wolf cub the name Haku and decides to fight with him. Iroquois is shocked. Did the guy just awaken as a beast master? The hero is transformed, merging with a mythical beast in a pillar of flame. He feels a power awakening within him. Is Haku the legendary infinite warg? Mythical beasts unleash their power when their souls are in sync with their master. Iroquois mocks. Even after awakening, you are a newbie, just trash. The hero grabs the thug by the face. Your weak spot. Right here! A powerful blow sends the Iroquois flying. The hero helps the man in the suit, introducing himself as Tateshi Hyuga. He replies, Akito Baba. Iroquois is broken and angry. How could a newbie beast defeat him? Iroquois is furious. How dare you be so strong? I'll crush you both. Hyuga looks at his opponent with icy calm, ready for his next move. Hyuga's powerful blue energy strike knocks the big guy out. Hyuga explains that the bronze beast power is impressive, but without a connection with it, fusion is useless. The Iroquois objects, the voice of the beast? Nonsense, they are just weapons, only strength matters. Suddenly, Bronze Kangaroo breaks the fusion and runs away, leaving Iroquois in shock. Hyuga explains, the beast realized that he was considered a thing and did not trust such a master. Iroquois is stunned, realizing the truth of Hyuga's words and the betrayal of his beast. Suddenly, a stranger appears and Akito asks in surprise, You two? The man in armor asks with a smile, Interested in the Mythical Beast Society? Snow-white doves soar above the majestic building of the society. A huge crowd gathered in front of the headquarters, listening to the man in the cloak. In the crowd, a guy excitedly shakes his friend. "Master Mozafi invited us to the exam!" A friend asks to calm down and asks what this mythical beast society is. It turns out that there are 4 factions on the continent, 3 principalities and the society. Legend has it that the principalities fought for thousands of years until a legendary ruler intervened. That hero was the Scarlet Lion King, Ryanheim, who founded the society and brought peace. Ryanheim believed that the strong should help the weak, and the society honors his precepts. An enthusiastic guy dreams of becoming a hero like Ryanheim. Hyuga says thoughtfully, "The Mythical Beast Society. Sounds good." Bright spotlights illuminate the stage, heralding an important event. A man in armor with a sword addresses the crowd. A good heart alone is not enough to join the society. He emphasizes that in order to cope with any situation, great strength is also needed. The flaming axe hits its target with a roar, demonstrating that very power. The speaker announces that this year only 9 people will be recruited, 3 from each island, through trials. He gives a stern warning. Murder and breaking the rules will lead to disqualification. He will be watching. The man spreads his arms, calling out to the eager crowd, "Get started!" The exam participants rush forward. One of them thinks it is more fun than his routine work. Akito enthusiastically shouts, "Hyuga, go!" And Hyuga readily responds. One of the participants, who looks like a goblin on fire, claims to use his mythical beast. The goblin-like contestant shouts, "Bye!" and jumps over the water, dodging the flames. One of the participants' hat falls into the water, causing a splash. The goblin commands his beast Kotobi, "Cross the waves," and glides across the water. The other participants are perplexed. How is he staying afloat? He's cheating, noticing something under his feet. It turns out that the goblin is standing on a huge fish, confident. "One of the 9 places is mine." Suddenly, a powerful column of water bursts out of the water, catching the goblin by surprise. A giant crocodile-like beast attacks the Kotobi fish, leaving the goblin terrified. The jaws close, and the goblin and the remains of his beast fly into the air. A girl with long purple hair deftly throws a whip, aiming it at a flying goblin. The whip wraps around the goblin, binding him and ending his participation in the trial. The girl with the whip announces to the goblin, "Well, you're disqualified." She warns the participants, "I'm watching over you, don't do anything stupid, otherwise you might die." Akito is delighted with stars in his eyes. Wow, how cool. Hyuga notices a huge silhouette in the water. "By the way, Akito, what is that? It looks huge." Akito explains, "It is a low-level magical beast, a sharp-toothed crocodile that lives in the swamps." Suddenly, a girl with white hair appears, explaining about magical beasts and their powers. Hyuga asks Akito in surprise, "Do we know this girl?" The white-haired girl suggests that they team up, as it's hard to pass the test alone. Akito clarifies what she means. She explains that the burning bridge will take a lot of strength, and the waterway is dangerous because of magical creatures. Akito wonders why she chose them since there are many participants. Hyuga notes her insight. The white-haired girl thoughtfully bites her finger, making a decision. She turns to the burning bridge that Hyuga and Akito had just passed. The girl says that she watched them. One has a cat, the other has a wolf, and suggests joining forces. She introduces herself as Flora and asks if she can lead their team. Akito agrees. Flora points to an island in the distance. "It's decided. Our goal is Sunny Island. Forward." On the island, a group of participants with a knife attacks others who have already passed the test. The red-haired guy tells the attackers that his bro is not interested in their business. He menacingly asks the trio surrounding them, "What do you guys want?" The guy grins maliciously. "Of course, and we want to see what you can do. Iron Red Monkey, fusion." He merges with his beast, turning into a fire monkey, ready for battle. The sphere of energy explodes with a deafening force, heralding an attack. Raito, surrounded by lightning, shouts, "Attack everyone at once! My body is burning!" One of the attackers calls on his comrades, "It's not time to be afraid. Attack together!" The crowd rushes towards Raito, ready for a fight to the death. Raito rushes through enemies with incredible speed, leaving behind only bolts of energy. His armored companion calmly looks at his watch. "Hey, Raito! Finish in 5 seconds!" Raito smirks at the defeated. 5 seconds is more than enough. What weaklings!" The armored comrade chuckles. I'm not interested in those weaklings, just that weird guy. One of the beaten participants hisses angrily, "The examiners will not forgive you for this." Raito, sparkling with energy, mockingly replies, "Oh yeah, but killing is forbidden." Armored partner Raito reports, his red monkey senses the approach of those very guys. He smirks. If Kaz was defeated so easily, then he was a weakling, but new opponents can entertain him. Meanwhile, at the giant tree on Sunny Island, Akito, Hyuga, and Flora see the defeated participants. The Trinity quickly approaches the scene, flying past the immobilized bodies. Akito and Hyuga exchange determined glances as they assess the situation. Flora looks around with interest. I wonder who took out all these participants. At the foot of a huge tree, Raito and his companion are already waiting for them. Finally, you have come! Raito and his armored comrade look at the new arrivals with a defiant grin. Akito is perplexed. With your abilities, why did you attack the other participants? The armored one replies, surrounded by the dark aura of a monkey. I'm only interested in battles. Since you defeated Kaz, amuse me too. Armored merges with his beast, a golden lion, shrouded in a purple aura. His face is distorted by a malicious grin. He is ready for battle. Come on! Hyuga, surrounded by dark energy, charges forward, shouting, Have fun! Akito commands his white wolf, Haku, let's merge! Hyuga, now in hybrid form, delivers a powerful blow, causing the ground to crack. Armored blocks Hyuga's blow pleased. There, that's better, Flora shouts to Akito. Now is our chance, let's help Hyuga! Raito, standing on a fallen tree, warns them, Hey kids, stand still. Don't interfere with your bros' fight. Hyuga repels the attack, asking, Damn, are you here to avenge that kangaroo? The armored one jumps back, grinning. Revenge? What stupidity. Armored in a rage, it pisses me off, and what the hell do you think about mythical beasts? Hyuga, flying back from the blow, is puzzled. What is he talking about? Memory. Bullies bully a young guy, taking away his food. Hey, what are you looking at? His lunch is scattered, a small animal is growling nearby, and the guy laments, Oh, my lunch. The lion cub pounces on the food, driving the guy away. This is mine, I won't give it up. In a cloud of dust, the boy flies away from the unexpected attack of a small but ferocious creature. Defeated, he sees the little animal changing. You, turned into a bronze beast? Better that than from hunger. Surprisingly, the animal pushes the food towards him. You are giving this to me? The guy eats, and the little animal barks. He understands. Do you forgive me because I revealed your potential? They eat peacefully together, marking the beginning of their unusual friendship. The boy swears to the little animal, I will try my best or you will eat me alive. The armored warrior, shrouded in darkness, believes, in every mythical beast lies an infinite power. He continues, When they fight, they become the perfect weapon. Armored one strikes Hyuga, and you treat your beast like a pet. He screams, delivering a crushing blow. There is no place for such dreamers here, it's all over. Hyuga crashes into the ground under the force of the attack. The golden-haired fighter looks down at the defeated Hyuga with disdain. Trash. What a boring fight. Suddenly he chuckled in surprise, feeling something. Hyuga stands up, smirking. It looks like I'm tougher than I thought. Akito notices Hyuga's cat has glowing claws. It seems your beast has reached the bronze level. The golden-haired fighter exults. Battle awakens the true power of the beast. Akito looks coldly. I don't agree with your opinion. The golden-haired man is surprised. Huh? He recalls the feelings of the beast Hyuga. I felt his care. Akito pets his beast, what do you mean? Akito explains, you want to strengthen your beast. He points to the golden-haired one, but you wear him out with constant fighting. Akito continues, your beast is tired and wants you to rest. The golden-haired one is furious. Shut up! This world is for the strong! He rushes into attack. I will make you shut up! Akito attacks, blue energy enveloping his legs. A powerful blow shakes the earth, the explosion blinds. The golden-haired fighter is defeated in shock. How did you know my weakness? Akito explains. The discord between you and the beast is your weakness. Raito is amazed. So this is how Kaz lost. You can feel the heart of a beast. The lion beast watches, holding a box in his mouth. Leo understands. You didn't want power but friendship with me? The golden-haired fighter ponders. Is true strength in unity with the beast? Akito asks. What is your name? The golden-haired man replies, Kishimoto Tatsuya, I will remember you. Next time, I will win. A cry comes from the boat. Attention, we are under attack. Leave immediately. People run away in panic. Who is this idiot who got involved with the Mythical Beast Society? The trio of heroes quickly runs away through the forest thicket, looking back. An armored rider on a unicorn horse towers over the fallen men. The knight with the glowing red eye smirks. Do you think we'll let such valuable hostages go? The fugitives are terrified. Hostages? Are you taking candidates to put pressure on the society? The rider confirms. Exactly. The loss of so many newcomers will undermine their reputation. He offers a deal, his spear shrouded in darkness. Defeat me, and I will let everyone go. The heroes prepare for battle. The girl with the snowhawk, the guy with Haku, and the third with Mimi. They all merge. The girl in elven form attacks first, creating a vortex of energy around herself. The knight on the dark unicorn challenges them to a fight. Well, show us what you can do. Hyuga in beast form charges forward with his claws, surrounded by green energy. Claw attack! The knight's dark spear crushes Hyuga, sending him flying. Too much talk! The elf girl steps forward, seeing Akito defeated. Now it's my turn! She resolutely pulls back the string of her graceful bow. The elf releases a barrage of shining arrows. Feather arrows! The knight creates a shield of dark energy, reflecting the attack. Not bad, but it's not enough. A vortex of dark energy absorbs the arrows, leaving them no chance. A sharp spear forms from the center of the dark shield, aimed at the elf. The girl barely blocks the sudden attack of the dark spear with her winged bow. The elf is grabbed by the shoulder. A rough hand pulls her back. The knight on the unicorn taunts, Gotcha, birdie! He prepares to attack. This is the end. Hyuga shouts as he rushes to help. Ha! He saves the elf from a fire attack. The elf, excited, whispers, Hyuga! Hyuga, wounded, falls to the ground. The elf turns to Akito. All hope lies with you. The knight assesses Akito. You are experienced, even if you are weak. Akito confidently replies, I know your weakness. Akito, shrouded in a blue aura, challenges, Then let me try. The ghost wolf Haku appears behind Akito, ready to fight. Akito strikes, the knight is amazed. Impressive power, 100% fusion. Akito smiles confidently. This is not the end yet. He grabs the unicorn by the horn, shouting, Roll over already! The unicorn falls with a crash, raising dust and debris. The knight, thrown to the ground, thrusts his spear in fury. Impossible, damn it! Akito reveals the plan. The fusion only works while you're on horseback. The knight is stunned. How did you know that? Akito explains, I sensed your beast. The knight laughs, intrigued. You surprise me more and more. How many more secrets do you have? The knight suggests to Akito, With your talent, it would be better to join us as a mercenary. Akito refuses. I'm sick of such approaches. The knight suggests thinking. Akito is confused. What do you mean? The knight smirks. You think you can defeat me just by breaking the fusion? The dark unicorn viciously attacks Akito, spewing out dark energy. Akito is shocked by the beast's sudden attack. Wow, when did he manage to do this? The knight strikes with dark chains. Sleep and think again. A powerful explosion engulfs Akito in flames and debris. As Akito loses consciousness, he hears a scream. Hyuga, wake up! In his delirium, Akito sees food. Is it lunchtime? Steamed buns? Akito, waking up, joyfully shouts, There's time! In front of the surprised elf and Hyuga. The elf scolds Akito, who, bending over, apologizes. I've been fighting for so long, I'm dying of hunger. The heroes look around the stone room with the bars. Akito asks, Where are we? Hyuga replies, It's an underground prison underneath Sunny Island. Akito is confused. Hyuga explains that according to legend, the Mythical Beast Society imprisoned ancient magical creatures here. Akito tries to push the bars apart with effort, but Hyuga stops him. It's useless. The elf confirms. A prison for high-level beasts, we can't get out. Akito thinks about leaving. Akito looks through the bars at the rows of cages with small animals. Their white kitten Mimi sleeps in one of the cages. Akito exclaims, There are our mythical beasts. Akito assumes that the animals were put to sleep but laments, It's too far, we can't merge. Akito is stunned. Hyuga, you have a 100% fusion. The elf clarifies, "Is it that important?" The girl explains, "It's a complete connection with the beast, life and death together, like Red Lion Ryan." The elf adds, "With a 100% fusion, the beast evolves incredibly quickly. Akito envies such an ability." Hyuga urges from behind bars, "If that's the case, genius, break the prison and get us out." Akito grabs the bars with determination, calling on Haku, and his hands are enveloped in a fiery aura. With a furious cry of "Merge!" he puts all his strength into trying to rip the bars out. The blast wave throws the Dark Knight back as Akito declares, "I'll get everyone out of here!" Other prisoners in the next cell see this and beg, "Quick, get us out too." Their desperate cries for help echo throughout the prison. Akito, in his new form, with a red cape, unleashes a whirlwind of blue energy on the barrier. Akito calls to the others, "Quickly, find your beasts, let's escape together." The prisoners climb out through the breach. "We did it! Here it is, the exit, one by one." Suddenly, the two fugitives freeze in horror before a new threat. A new enemy appears with a snake. "I can't believe you merged with a beast to break the prison. Impressive." One of the prisoners with a pug tries to encourage the others. "Don't be afraid, if we are together, we can handle him." The snake warrior sneers at the attackers. "You're nothing but rabble. Jade, teach them a lesson." The snake attacks with lightning speed, throwing prisoners to the sides. The Dark Knight returns, assessing Akito. 100% fusion, huh? No wonder you destroyed the prison." The knight doubts, "But will you be able to save so many people with your strength alone?" Akito answers decisively, concentrating his energy. "If we defeat you, it will be possible." The snake warrior challenges with a grin. "Interesting. Show me what you can do." He orders the snake, "Jade, strangle them," and it attacks. Akito, Hyuga, and the elf barely dodge the snake's furious attack. Hyuga laments the absence of the beast, but Flora counters, "That's not necessarily true." Flora commands decisively, "Hyuga, duck! Now strike attack!" Hyuga, following the instructions, unleashes a whirlwind of blue energy on the snake. The snake recoils from the unexpected blow, raising clouds of dust. Akito is amazed. "Flora, how can she read the enemy's attacks?" "Flora doesn't give you a break. Now jump up, kick!" Hyuga leaps into the air, delivering a powerful kick straight at the snake's head. Akito is surprised, but Flora waves it off. "Just intuition. Attack, as I say." The Dark Knight is impressed. 100% fusion, precise intuition, golden beast. What newbies? The snake warrior smirks. "Not bad, but do you think that's all Jade's power is?" Jade hisses furiously, her eye glowing ominously, shrouded in dark energy. A powerful wave throws Akito and Flora straight into the giant snake's body. Akito panics. "Such power even without fusion. What should we do?" The warrior strokes Jade. "Let's heal your wounds. They won't go far anyway." He announces, "I'll take Jade to the hall and you wait for the Mythical Beast Society." The snake warrior coldly warns, "If you cause any more trouble, you'll regret being born." His threat echoes as the heroes are surrounded by energy. The snake warrior leaves, leaving the heroes and other prisoners confused. One of the captives laments, "He didn't even merge with the beast. Are we not his equal?" Another, with a lion on his shoulder, swears revenge and suggests running away while there is a chance. Suddenly, Akito's kitten Mimi appears and declares that she will lead them to the exit. The heroes quickly follow Mimi, who confidently leads them through the corridors. They run out to the foot of a huge cliff. Akito is confused. "Is this the exit?" Someone's hands desperately cling to the edge of the cliff. The path up was not easy. Akito climbs up with Mimi on his head, grumbling, "Has society gone crazy? Who would climb that high?" Flora and Hyuga climb up easily. Hyuga teases Akito, who is already exhausted. Upon reaching the top, they see a small island with a tree, and Hyuga understands the warrior's words. Flora looks at the steep cliff. "Even if we climb up, there's water all around." The girl with the eagle concludes, "We can't cope with the sea monsters. We'll have to return to the hall." Akito is in despair. "But there are strong enemies there. We can't defeat them." Hyuga suggests a plan. "Let's wait for the others. We'll come up with something together." Hyuga guesses, "Since this is a training ground, there must be a secret passage. I'll look in the library." He resolutely leaves to search. Akito is delighted. "Hyuga is so cool." Flora is worried. "Hyuga, does he realize how dangerous it is here?" In the hall, Akito, Flora, and another prisoner are defeated with the snake jade next to them. Hyuga crawls through the secret passage, hearing a female voice. How much longer must we wait? Two guards discuss. The principalities will not let us kill animals, but this is a warning to the society. The guard speaks dismissively of this year's newcomers. Her partner suggests that she try them out herself as a training exercise. Hyuga, who was eavesdropping on their conversation, is spotted. He greets the guards awkwardly, and the warrior recognizes him. Hyuga, with Mimi in his arms, tries to awkwardly justify himself, saying that he was just passing by. The warrior with the whip smirks, knowing that he was looking for a way out and how they found it. Hyuga tries to remember where he saw this woman and is surprised by her insight. The guard smiles and shows him a glowing artifact on her hand. The artifact projects a hologram, showing that they were being watched the entire time. It turns out it's a little green spy animal on her glove. Hyuga, with Mimi in his arms, is surprised. What magic! If everything is so visible, how can we escape? The warrior with fire in her hand grins. Since you're here, brother, sister won't leave you without a reward. She throws the flame onto the floor. Withstand my attack while the candle burns. I'll tell you where the exit is. Hyuga and Mimi are perplexed. Aren't you afraid that we'll run away? Her partner, with a huge sword, replies, If you can escape, it will be your merit. The guard strikes the floor with his sword, and the warrior stares at Hyuga. Hyuga thinks, these three are very confident. They shouldn't be lying. If that's the case, he transforms, enveloped in a red aura. Then I'll try. Hyuga rushes forward. I'm coming! And the warrior notes his progress. He flies into the air, dodging the whip strike, and the guard shouts, How fast? The warrior with the whip screams, This is not the end. Green energy envelops her. She smirks at Hyuga. Brother, do you think you can last until the end? You underestimate me. The warrior rises into the air, raising her whip. Full power! Wind blade! Hyuga dodges the green attacks, admitting, really strong. The snake warrior comments, but the warrior barks, Shut up! None of your business! Hyuga rushes around the hall, feverishly thinking, How can I dodge this? Suddenly it dawns on him. I have an idea. He stops abruptly. Hyuga slams his hands on the floor, concentrating blue energy. With a cry of, Get up! He rips a huge slab out of the floor. The warrior chuckles. Paul is a shield. Not bad, but I have other moves too. The warrior destroys Hyuga's shield plate with green whip strikes. Among the rubble, Hyuga, surrounded by a blue aura, sees his chance. His gaze is focused. He realizes something at the last moment. Suddenly, Hyuga finds himself tightly bound with a whip, wondering, What's going on? The warrior mockingly declares, My eye bug sees all your movements. She attacks him, claiming that he has no secrets, and Hyuga demands that he let go. The candle is still burning, and the warrior says that he lost, but she had fun. Hyuga shouts with fury in his eyes, No! I haven't lost yet, Xiaobai! The warrior drags the tied-up Hyuga, who flares with red energy. Mimi, Xiaobai's kitten, charges forward with a furious roar, engulfed in flames. The helmeted warrior is surprised when Xiaobai grabs her whip. Hyuga shouts, This is my last trump card! Take it! Using Mimi as a leverage point, Hyuga frees himself, knocking the warrior over. The snake warrior laughs at his partner's mistake, and she angrily tells him to shut up. The second guard praises Hyuga. Use the division to escape. What a reaction. The candle has almost burned out, and the warrior's helmet lies on the floor. The warrior admits, Little brother, you're not bad. I'll keep my word. There's a secret passage under the giant tree on Taiyang Island. Hyuga, holding a tired Mimi, recalls, I remembered that woman is the exam invigilator. What's going on? The snake warrior turns to Hyuga. Why didn't you tell them to fight back? If you wanted to let them out, they would have. Hyuga thoughtfully replies, But if they hadn't let me go, I'm afraid there was nothing that could have been done. The snake warrior laughs. Nya, it looks like your identity has been revealed. And she hisses angrily, Shut up! The spy beetle projects a hologram. A group of people are waiting outside. The white-haired girl firmly declares, Li Fei hasn't returned, we have to save him. The guy in the dark aura echoes her, You can't give him all the glory, you have to take a risk. Shouting, Save Li Fei, the crowd rushes towards the building. The warrior smirks at Hyuga. Looks like you're quite popular. Her partner announces, Goal achieved, no need to continue, I'll let them in. Huey's friends entered and were puzzled. What's going on here? The guard with the sword slowly removes his impressive helmet. He smiles. I'm Frank, the manager. Congratulations, everyone passed the test. The white-haired girl and her companions are stunned. What is happening? Frank, who has taken off his helmet, suggests, then let me explain everything. One of Huey's comrades is perplexed. Examiner? What does all this mean? Frank explains, the Phantom Beast Association protects ordinary people where not only strength is important, but also loyalty. He thrusts his sword into the floor. The secret passage of Taiyang Island was not guarded, but anyone who came out would lose the right to participate. Frank addresses the group. You have come to save Li Fei, proving your loyalty. The association welcomes you. The white-haired girl is confused again. So what now? The floor beneath them begins to shake. The floor slabs drop down, revealing a dark passage with a staircase leading down. Frank announces, starting today, the 4 of us will begin your special training. Without our confession, you will not leave. The instructors at the entrance throw down a challenge. Those who want to participate, come down. You have 5 minutes, time is running. Hyuga hesitates. Go down? What if we don't get out? The white-haired girl encourages, you wanted it, don't be afraid. And Hyuga makes up his mind. Heroes with pets stand ready at the entrance to the dark passage. Frank leads them down. First, surprise, follow me. He shows a huge hall. Library, training, treatment, later, bedrooms. Hyuga and his comrade follow Frank down the stone corridor. Looking around, Hyuga is perplexed. What is this place? Frank offers with a grin. You can check. The white-haired girl resolutely accepts the challenge. Let's try it. Suddenly, sharp arrows fly out of the wall. 4 sharp arrows fly rapidly from the wall straight at the heroes. The white-haired girl calmly walks forward while her pet bird deflects arrows. She deftly dodges, dismissively throwing out, pathetic tricks. The arrow flies a millimeter from her eye, but the girl is unperturbed. The guy in the red aura screams the white-haired girl's name in horror. Lo-ya! A sudden explosion and a cry of pain shakes the corridor. The armored comrade shields Luo-ya with his body, asking, Are you okay? Yes, everything is fine. Hyuga, Mimi, and Frank are relieved to see that the heroine is unharmed. Hyuga clenches his fists, filled with red energy and anger. He asks Frank angrily, Can I hit you? Why scare the newbies like that? Luo-ya shyly thanks Hyuga. Li Fei, thank you. Frank points to the corridor. There are 36 traps, 72 mechanisms here. Pass, and you will recognize my power. The instructor adds with a grin, Don't be afraid, the medical center will save you even if you die for a short time. Hyuga, hugging Mimi, sarcastically remarks, It's gotten even scarier, right? A giant green slime monster grows from behind Frank. Frank, standing in front of the monster, challenges, Here he comes. The instructor makes a hand gesture, anticipating the battle. Show me your potential. Green tentacles shoot out from the slime, catching Hyuga and Mimi off guard. The tentacles quickly wrap around Hyuga, Mimi, Loya, and their comrade. The captured Hyuga shouts out decisively, Xiao Bai! Fusion! Hyuga exclaims in horror. Can it be? I can't merge? Mimi is also perplexed. Frank explains. Her name is Asyui. She blocks the connection and determines your degree of fusion. The instructor asks Asyu, Stop scaring the newbies, announce the results. She pouts coquettishly. Asuyu turns to Hyuga. 83% fusion, not bad, brother. Your cat trusts you. The green entity turns to the other captives. And you? Frank is puzzled. What's wrong with them? Asyu is shocked. They both have 100% fusion. Hyuga and Loya, still tied up, couldn't believe their ears. What? Ashui admired. I haven't seen 100% in ages. Even after hard training, it's rare, and here there are 2 at once. Frank is impressed. Maybe they'll reach the level of the Blood Lion King? Asuyu leans against him playfully. Hyuga thoughtfully. My 100% fusion gave me strength, but Loya didn't show anything? Strange. Hyuga asks Loya, Do you and your pet have special powers? I don't know. Frank suggests, It seems that your fusion is innate, that's why you don't notice. Training will reveal everything. The instructor announces, Tomorrow we begin hellish training, gathering at 8 and no breakfast. Hyuga, having reached the bedroom, plops down on the huge bed. Lying on the pillows, he thoughtfully repeats, No breakfast? With an anticipatory smile, he wonders, what kind of training will this be? The next morning, a heavy slab rumbles as it opens the way to the training ground. Frank meets the trio in the underground arena. Even though you are strong, I'll start with the basics about phantom beasts. The instructor explains, they have the power of illusion and can imitate any power to attack. At the board, Frank lists the ranks of the beasts, from normal to divine, but the rank increases with strength and fusion. Frank explains, a blood bond with a pet is a lifelong contract, even after its death. The diagram shows that the strength of the beast depends on the owner, food, training, and spirit. Without one, there is no progress. The instructor is serious. The master's strength is the beast's strength. I have a way to quickly strengthen you. Frank raises his head and calls out, come forth, my partner, the dark box demon. A flash of light appears as a wooden monster wearing boxing gloves. Show them your fire! The box demon rushes towards the stunned Hyuga, Loya, and their comrade. The monster lands with a thud. Frank looks forward to seeing who gets out first. I can't wait! Someone's eye suddenly opens. The hero is perplexed. Where am I? Hyuga finds himself in a dark, cave-like place and remarks, light? He approaches a huge, shining door, looking at it in surprise. The massive door opens slightly, flooding everything with bright light. Hyuga comes out of the passage, and next to him, an emaciated Xiaobai. The hero is shocked. This is me? And also... He looks at his pet with pain. Xiaobai has lost so much weight? Suddenly, a basket of food appears in front of the exhausted Mimi. A kitten with stars in its eyes rushes towards the delicious food. Hyuga realizes, so Xiaobai has been fighting hungry all this time? Mimi happily devours a mountain of delicious food. Hyuga is enveloped in dark energy. What's going on? I feel a surge of power. A well-fed Xiaobai meows contentedly as he finishes off the leftovers. Xiaobai looks at the floating red sphere with curiosity. The kitten happily clings to the mysterious red ball. Hyuga feels the ground shaking. What's going on? Why is everything shaking? The box demon panics. Frank, what kind of monsters did you let in here? Frank drinks calmly. What's the matter? Can't handle the newbies? The wooden monster mutters something, clearly defeated. Frank reels back in shock as his demon box shatters into pieces. Hyuga hugs the fluffy Xiaobai with tears. I will never leave you again. Frank is puzzled. The reaction is normal, but isn't he being too heartbroken? Loya stands confidently in the fiery aura. Dark box demon, so-so. Frank was amazed. The black iron beast rose in rank, unbelievable. Xiaobai is enveloped in energy. Frank can't believe that his demon has pumped up the cat so much. The instructor clutches his head. What's wrong with these newbies? Frank turns to the wreckage. What happened there? Why did they come out like that? Suddenly, the box demon's glove flies straight at the instructor. The box demon grabs Frank. Do you even know what I've been through? The demon complains. These two are crying in my space. My belly is full of their tears. And this girl, continues the demon, sucked half of my energy. But the worst of all is Xiaobai, the demon screams. He ate all the food and wanted my heart. Frank chuckles. Looks like you've got it. Want to blow off some steam? Frank announces, it looks like you've made progress, so let's begin combat training. The instructor gives the box demon permission. Attack as you wish, the main thing is don't kill them. Frank takes out his sword with the red stone, ready to begin. He swings his blade. I declare the training open. The box demon grins evilly. The wooden monster rushes towards the Trinity. I will make you know my pain. The heroes prepare for battle. Luoya shouts fusion, and Xiaobai jumps on Hyuga. Hyuga, Loya, and their comrade attack the box demon at the same time. The box demon rises into the air, looming over the stunned newcomers. The monster crashes to the ground, creating a powerful shockwave. The third team member despaired. Can't the three of us withstand even one blow? The box demon smirks. It's because your level is too low. Hyuga is confused. Level? The monster explains, the strength of the beast depends on the accumulated energy and the skill of its use, which increases the rank. The box demon boasts, even though I'm a black iron, my strength is king rank, as a powerful aura envelops him. The wooden monster attacks with a whirlwind of blows. You can't defeat me! The heroes barely dodge. Hyuga shouts, he's too fast! Dodge! I feel like we're getting better at dodging! Frank watches with a smile. Such progress already in the first training session? They'll be ready for the test soon. A mysterious woman appears. I see you have great faith in them. The guild leader has announced a reward for newcomers. She confidently declares, Frank has the same thoughts, but the reward for these newcomers will be mine. Frank asks, have you found any strong guys too? Usually there are 3 in a team, but I have 2 for now. The woman smiles mysteriously. This time, that very person is about to appear. Frank is alarmed. The same one? He's crazy, he can't control his power. The woman smiles. Don't worry, the only way out is through trials, and in the end, In the dungeon, a mysterious prisoner is meditating, chained. He is blindfolded and offered food while he remains motionless. Energy blades whistle around him. The blind man with cat ears is sure, your attacks are useless, I can feel them. Another young man is exhausted from the tension, clenching his fists. He pushes the giant ball with difficulty. 100 reps. Done. Meanwhile, arrows one after another fly right to the target. The angel girl with the bow announces, everything is on target, let's move on to the next stage. A long stone corridor foreshadows new challenges for the heroes. A new trinity appears. A girl with white hair, a guy with a bird, and a young man with a cat on his shoulder. The boy with the cat boasts, Luoya, Li Fei, check out my training. He shouts, fuse, and a green aura surrounds him, cat ears and claws appear. The cat guy rushes forward, leaving behind a trail of energy. Ahead of him are rows of sharp arrows ready to pierce the unwary. More arrows protrude from the wall, hinting at the difficulty of the test. The cat boy gracefully dodges the green arrows flying at him in a jump. He lands with his arms outstretched. Perfect, 10 points. Turning to his comrades, he defiantly demands, well then, praise me! Li Fei says, our goal is to go through this path to the end. We are already ready. Hyuga is upset by the criticism, but Luoya encourages him. Don't be sad, you've become much stronger. Li Fei calls out to his comrades, come here quickly, we're at the entrance to the 2nd level of traps. The heroes face a new challenge. Huge spiked balls hang from above. Hyuga panicked. Are you kidding? How are we supposed to dodge in such a narrow passage? Li Fei explains, the guild doesn't expect dodges. You have to take the hit and prove your strength. Luoya steps forward, enveloped in flames. The speed is yours, and I will take the strength. A giant spiked ball falls towards Luoya, and his friends shout, watch out! Luoya raises his arms, meeting the impact of the massive ball with a powerful energy block. Li Fei is impressed. Wow, you've made quite some progress. Luoya replies smugly, of course, that was easy. Hyuga and Li Fei leave, leaving Luoya alone with the words, we're going, you hold on for now. 3 huge spiked balls fall from above on Luoya, filling the entire passage. Luoya meets the deadly trap with a furious cry and tension. His hands are bruised and smoking from the incredible effort of parrying the blow. Now heavy stone blocks are falling on Luoya. The test continues. Luoya clenches his bloody fist, breathing heavily. Phew! It's finally over! Hyuga and Li Fei are at the open doors. Hyuga calls out, Li Fei, come here, looks like we're in luck. The heroes enter a hall with destroyed statues. Hyuga is surprised. Is the mechanism broken from old age? Li Fei anxiously replies, that's good, but I'm afraid someone has already passed before us. Li Fei points to the fresh fracture of the statue. This is a chest trap, and someone has already activated it before us. Li Fei looks forward with determination, ready for new danger. A sudden explosion sends Li Fei flying back, her bird barely managing to dodge. The heroes find 2 wounded fighters. One of them whispers, how can I pass such a test? The wounded man warns, there's a monster ahead and we can't handle it. Hyuga picks up the unconscious fighter. Finish the sentence! Li Fei urges us to move forward. No matter what, we must see. The trio carefully move down the corridor towards the chained figure in the distance. A blindfolded prisoner with a piece of meat in his hand casually greets them. Hyuga asks anxiously, so you're our final opponent? Meanwhile, the mysterious woman remarks with a grin, Rex and Rada failed, Fox won't survive. Who said? The mysterious woman intrigues, do you know where Fox gets his strength from? She continues, there are 5 divine beasts on the continent that can become humans. The woman clarifies, there are actually 6 of them, but the 6th one disappeared long ago. She recalls, 6 years ago, Fox, as a child, caused the disappearance of an entire village. Frank is stunned. The silver moon fox left offspring among humans? The woman nods. When he awoke, his beast blood almost led to tragedy. Her plan was simple. Shackle him and let the newbies drain his furious power. She reveals the truth. The trials for newbies are training for Fox himself. The woman is sure. He is 18, he is strong, and his time will come soon. Frank's face darkens. I hope he's ready, because war with the North is just around the corner. The prisoner challenges with a grin. Enough chatter, I'll test your strength. Hyuga Cat charges forward, shouting, Underestimate me, meet my claws. His green energy blast slams down on the chained opponent. Hyuga jumps back in shock. Are you kidding? Your muscles are harder than steel. The prisoner smiles calmly. Don't be shy, I can still hold out. Li Fei with wings pulls back the bowstring. Step back, I'll do it myself, explosive arrows. 3 glowing arrows shoot straight towards the chained fighter. He easily catches them with his bare hands. Arrows? Too slow for me. Li Fei smiled mysteriously. This is just the beginning. A powerful explosion lights up the dungeon as the arrows detonate. Li Fei is confident. These are my special feather arrows, even the master won't be able to resist. The smoke from the explosion slowly clears, hiding the figure of the prisoner. The prisoner is unharmed. Not a bad explosion, exactly, but not enough power. Luoya, shrouded in a blue aura, challenges, You say they lack strength? Luoya unleashes a series of 12 fire strikes on the enemy. Li Fei is worried. Will he be okay? Luoya, you hit him too hard. Luoya was amazed. It was as if I was hitting steel. His strength is immeasurable. The prisoner laughs. Great! I thought I'd only be able to release my power next time. With a cracking sound, the shackles on his wrists begin to break. The prisoner, lowering his head, admits, You are very strong. The prisoner grins. If that's the case, let's move on to the second round. The heroes watch in horror as his eyes flash red and his body becomes engulfed in flames. Luoya looks away resolutely, preparing for a new challenge. Suddenly, Luoya finds himself in an iron cage, exclaiming in surprise, Is this an iron box? He notices Li Fei standing on top of a tall tower and shouts, Li Fei! Fox, surrounded by a purple aura and symbols, disdainfully states, With such strength you want the recognition of a mentor? Dream on. 2 guards start to pour water into Luoya's cage. He is confused. What are you doing? Fox coldly declares, This is a simple test. If you fail, die and do not disgrace the Beast Association. Water quickly fills the cage. Luoya screams in despair. No! Luoya is completely underwater, holding my breath and fighting for my life. Luoya struggles desperately for air, bubbles rising up. He drowns, thinking, Is this how my new journey will end? Sudden insight. Wait, he doesn't know my name. This is all an illusion. Luoya gathers his strength underwater, his fist enveloped in blue energy. A powerful blow shatters the bottom of the cage and water bursts out. Luoya's hand breaks through the rubble and he climbs to freedom. Exhausted but victorious, he whispers, It worked. Fox claps with a grin. Amazing. Just a minute to dispel the illusion. Luoya, breathing heavily, asks, What about the others? Hyuga cowered in a corner in horror. Li Fei looked at him with concern. Fox reassures, They just face their fears, they'll come to their senses soon. Luoya attacks in a rage. 12 strikes in a row. Fox easily catches his fist with one hand. The prisoner grins. Haha, I knew you'd want revenge. Luoya is indignant. As an examiner, aren't you going too far? Fox admits, I'm not an examiner, but an eternal student. Thank you for helping to calm my blood. The prisoner turns to face the wall, his hands still partially cuffed. A powerful blow from a fist on the floor shakes the dungeon. The floor shatters into pieces, revealing a path up the stairs. Luoya is surprised. This is the way out? The prisoner, who turned out to be Fox, calls out to his fox cub, Xiaohuo, let's go! The little red fox Xiaohuo squints contentedly among the rubble. Luoya am amazed. Fox defeated the 3 of them without even merging with the beast. Fox, with a cub on his shoulder, calls out to Luoya from the steps. Hey, boy! Fox introduces himself and promises Luoya one favor in the future. Luoya watches Fox leave, thinking about the strange acquaintance. Turning around, Luoya resolutely addresses someone. Luoya, please! Li Fei greets Luoya as he runs up with concern and he assures her that he is fine. Suddenly, Li Fei furiously slams his fist into the awakened Hyuga. With a powerful blow, Li Fei sends Hyuga the cat flying. Hyuga is shocked. How is this possible? Li Fei is furious. Hyuga, don't you dare! An enraged Li Fei attacks. You will all die! Hyuga panics. I'm going to be crushed. I have to think of something. Li Fei delivers a crushing blow. Hyuga pinned to the ground. Right now! Li Fei falls into Hyuga's trap. Luoya grabs Li Fei's hand. Li Fei is surprised. Alive? His strength is unexpectedly great. What should I do? Luoya saves Li Fei from being hit. Luoya is on the ground. Li Fei is looming over him, exclaiming, Luoya, you're awake! Luoya tries to say something to the confused Li Fei, who has come to her senses. Suddenly, Li Fei slaps Luoya in the face. Luoya flies back to the wall. Li Fei chuckles. Serves you right. Hyuga, waking up, clutches his head. I had a nightmare, and what's wrong with you? Luoya, leaning against the wall, suggests, It's okay. We found a way out. Let's go together. Someone's foot steps onto the clean, shining floor outside the dungeon. The heroes and their pets come out into a spacious, bright hall. Li Fei is delighted. How beautiful! The Trinity looks up where several people are standing on a dais. The man in armor happily announces, Congratulations on passing. You are now members of the Beast Association. The man in armor explains, the association is divided into ranks from D to S, with newcomers being D rank. Rank B and above require not only points, but also actual strength. 6 S ranks are their power. He introduces Frank, the branch manager who issues missions. Then he introduces him to Nia, a blue-haired beauty who is responsible for combat training. Saro, wearing a helmet, happily offers discounted magic items and communications. The instructor interrupts Saro. This is not the time for bargaining. The heroes listen from behind. He suggests that the trio take on a D-rank task as a warm-up after graduation. The scene changes. A dark, motionless target is visible in the water on the riverbank. Luoya decisively commands from behind the tree, All together, attack! Someone in a red cloak rushes forward shouting, Now! The water blade strikes the target with force. Luoya, wearing a red cloak, directs a powerful stream of water. A huge mutant beaver nimbly climbs up the slope. Hyuga with cat ears grins, I've been waiting for you for a long time. The beaver runs away. Luoya shouts to Hyuga, Catch him! Hyuga with a green aura rushes to intercept. I'm coming! The beaver jumps over Hyuga, who misses. Luoya screams in horror, Don't! As he sees Hyuga fall. Sudden twist, Luoya and Hyuga accidentally clash lips. Luoya is sick of rainbows as Hyuga leaves with a rainbow trail behind him. Hyuga yells at Luoya, Why did you rush? I almost caught him! Suddenly, Li Fei attacks from the sky, quickly overtaking the boys. Li Fei, holding the captured beaver, reproaches them. You couldn't even handle such a task. The heroes return to the Three Islands Branch Quest Hall. The boy hugs the rescued beaver with tears. Hey, don't run away anymore! In the luxurious hall, Frank is dissatisfied while Li Fei drinks tea. Luoya approaches the task counter as Frank and Hyuga watch. Luoya snaps his fingers and a green slug appears on the counter. The slug emits a beam of light, scanning the mission data. Frank is impressed. D-rank mission completed, 3 points, take the next one. Hyuga asks Frank, D-rank tasks are too easy. Give me something more interesting. Frank replies, Want a higher rank? First become C-level, that's 1,000 points. Li Fei interjects, We're not playing games, D-rank is a waste of time for us. Hyuga boasts, Li Fei and I are 100% synchronized. We are stronger than veterans. Frank, holding a cup, says, An island near the kingdom of Molan is constantly being attacked by some kind of beasts. Frank orders, Find out the reason and report back upon your return. Frank sternly warns, If you can't handle it, you'll be retrained. The trio is determined. Luoya thoughtfully, I'll finally get to see this world. Li Fei, what do you know about the Molan Kingdom? Hyuga is shocked. No way, you both don't know about the Molan Kingdom? Hyuga sympathizes. You must be from the wilderness, I will save you. Li Fei demands details. Hyuga tells of 3 kingdoms, Yunmu, Leon, and the coastal Molan. The Molan Kingdom is a continent and many islands that are attacked by beasts. I'm surprised because phantom beasts were considered friendly, but Hyuga explains the nuances. Hyuga says that weak people are easy prey, and animals take revenge on hunters. Luoya understands the seriousness of the mission and suddenly notices some people in the distance. Hyuga wonders why they stopped. but Li Fei points out a familiar uniform. Two men in the same uniform as the examiner stand on a hill. The heroes hide. Luoya assumes that the beasts are hostile to this uniform. One of the men reports that the things are on the island and they are ready for the plan. The men rush to meet the gentlemen, not wanting to delay them. Luoya whispers, "Shiku Island, one of the attacked ones. Those mercenaries are involved, let's go after them." The heroes rush rapidly through the forest, pursuing suspicious individuals. Two men in uniform report to the pair with their pets. "Gentlemen, everything has been delivered. We are awaiting the order to attack Shiku Island." A man in glasses with a snake on his hand declares, "The attack is not the main thing. If the demands are not met, months of work will be in vain." A blonde woman in a revealing outfit smirks. "The captain has put a lot of effort into this. Failure will make him angry. By the way, whose team are you on?" The subordinates respond with alarm. Our captain is the Scarlet Blade." A man in glasses suddenly hits one of the soldiers, shouting, "Austin has gone completely wild." The trio watches from afar. Luoya is surprised. Trained fighters, but they didn't notice the surveillance. Luoya leaned nervously against a tree. "Too bad, we were exposed. These two are clearly not kind." The man in glasses furiously rushes into an attack straight at the heroes. A huge shield or shell falls on Luoya and Li Fei, almost crushing them. The heroes hide behind a stump. Luoya waves uncertainly. "We were just passing by, would you believe it?" Li Fei is in no mood for jokes. "Since we are enemies, we attack first. Explosive arrow." The man in glasses easily catches the arrow. "You attack boldly. Not bad." Explosions from Li Fei's arrows thunder in the sky, but the enemy is unharmed. The blonde villainess leaves. "The captain gave the mission. Jack, deal with them." Jack grins. "It's rare that newbies come looking for me. I'll surprise them with a gift from the captain." He injects a huge syringe of blue liquid into his turtle's shell. The turtle, surrounded by lightning, attacks furiously. The heroes panic. "Big trouble!" Following the turtle, a giant snake, Jack's pet, rushes into attack. Luoya was shocked. Incredible speed, low rank, but the strength of a king beast. Hyuga smirks as he attacks the turtle. "This slowpoke doesn't even dodge." Hyuga's blow is blocked. He is perplexed. How can she be so hard? A glowing hexagonal pattern flashes across the turtle's shell. The shell counterattacks. Li Fei barely dodges the energy vortex. Luoya is alarmed. Is this huge turtle attacking with its entire shell? Hyuga thanks Luoya. "It's good that you reacted quickly. Otherwise I would have gotten hurt." Li Fei commands, "Luoya, use explosive arrows, aim for the turtle's eyes." Luoya, surrounded by flames, pulls back the bowstring. "Got it." Luoya's fire arrows hit their target, causing the turtle to yelp in pain. Hyuga shouts, "Now!" as his fist is enveloped in blue energy. He unleashes 12-fold strike fist on the enemy. Hyuga's blows hit their target, he asks hopefully. "Did it work?" But the turtle's eye only flashes an ominous red light. Hyuga shouts to Luoya, "She resisted, let's try again." Suddenly, Hyuga freezes, his gaze tense. "Huh?" The turtle collects a powerful charge of yellow energy in its mouth. A destructive beam bursts out of the monster's mouth, sweeping away everything in its path. The heroes barely take cover behind a rock, shocked by the power of the attack. Hyuga suggests, "No, the royal beast is too much for us. Maybe we should retreat." The turtle lets out a plaintive groan, its strength running out. Luoya and Li Fei cautiously peek out, wondering, "What's going on?" Li Fei approaches the turtle. "I feel her grief. She is in great pain." The turtle's eye, full of suffering, looks at the heroes with a pleading expression. The trio emerges from hiding, shocked by the unexpected turn of events. The turtle begs with all his might. "Save my relatives. They injected me with a stimulant." Luoya peers at the turtle, trying to figure out what really happened. The turtle says with tears in his eyes, "We lived near Shiku Island until the mercenaries came." In the turtle's memories, mercenaries mercilessly catch her relatives with nets. They were dragged behind the ship with bags over their heads until they found themselves in a terrible laboratory. The turtle confirms, "Yes, a huge laboratory. This place is a real hell." In a flashback, she and the other turtles are kept in a sterile room and subjected to cruel experiments. Close-up of a syringe with blue liquid. "I saw my fellow humans go crazy from injections and die." Luoya frowned and asked, "How did you manage to escape? And do you remember where this laboratory is?" Flashback. A turtle surrounded by red energy roars in a lab. I am their failed experiment. They wanted to subdue me with a drug. The next frame of the flashback is the turtle violently breaking through the wall of the laboratory. But I only became more ferocious, broke through the wall, and broke free. The memory continues. The turtle swims with all its strength in the raging ocean. I was carried away by the current. I woke up far away, not knowing where I was. The turtle is on this very shore, and in the background you can see Jack and the blonde. When I got here, I realized they sent a chase. Those two are too strong. Luo Ya, with Hyuga standing next to him, insistently asks, "Do you know who they are?" The turtle cries, tears streaming down its face. "We don't know the names, but they are from the Moyu Kingdom. Perhaps there are clues there." From the tear of a turtle, a shining turquoise pearl is born. Li Fei, with angel wings, holds a pearl. "This is a turtle's tear, all its power. Save my kin." The turtle promises, "As a thank you, you will receive the treasure of our stone illusory turtle clan." With a loud thud, the turtle falls to the ground, exhausted, its mission accomplished. The heroes sit in confusion. Li Fei ponders. Could this be the reason for the attacks on GQ Island? Loya is serious. "We need to report to the association. If these are mercenary experiments, we won't be able to handle it." Hyuga, holding the pearl, dreams. "How much is this treasure worth? We'll sell it and we'll be rich." A sudden pink explosion. Looks like someone got what they deserved. Li Fei in chibi form scolds Hyuga. "Stop thinking about profit. Let's report to the association and the Moyu Kingdom." Before us appears the majestic but empty throne room of the Moyu Kingdom. Close-up of a gauntleted hand gripping the hilt of a sword with a trident symbol. The heroes appear before the Duke in a huge throne room full of guards. The Duke is angry. "CQ Island is my land. How could this happen?" He declares decisively, "I will immediately contact the association and begin searching for the laboratory." Loya hopefully, "Then let's wait for good news, Duke." Li Fei approves of his determination. As the trio is about to leave, they are called out, "Wait!" Loya turns around in surprise. "Duke, do you still have business?" The Duke asks, "While the association sends people, investigate the strange case. A statue in the city is crying black tears." He generously offers, "In the meantime, walk around the city, buy whatever you want, everything on me." A mountain of delicious, shiny burgers. It looks like Hyuga already knows what he's going to spend his money on. Li Fei scolds the boys for their gluttony while they enjoy burgers at the Duke's expense. Loya, covered in crumbs, demands more, and his pet happily waves its paw. Li Fei thoughtfully covered his face. "Why did the Duke entrust this matter to us?" Hyuga, with his mouth full, boastfully declares, "We're the elite of the Beast Hunters Association." Luoya, not far behind Hyuga, also stuffed his mouth, causing Li Fei to only sigh. Taking a break from eating, Luoya asks Li Fei in surprise what she said. Li Fei sighed in disappointment. "I knew it. You can't be relied on." The heroes overhear the townspeople's conversation. The statue in the square is crying again. Residents discuss the toxic smell from the statue's tears, associating it with the city's sewage system. It turns out that the guards are inactive, and the frightened residents avoid the square. Li Fei is worried. Is this already affecting the townspeople? She declares decisively, "It doesn't matter what the Duke has planned. Let's check the sewers first." A huge water-filled sewer tunnel stretches out before them. Hyuga is impressed. Moshui City is the second largest. Even the sewage system here is grandiose. Li Fei thinks, something's wrong. The city is on a hill even with a large population. She continues, they certainly wouldn't need such a huge system. Strange bubbles and incomprehensible formations appear in the water. Loya's pet Xiaobai barks anxiously at the water. Loya is surprised. What is it, Xiaobai? A blue tentacle suddenly shoots out of the water, aiming at Xiaobai. The tentacle grabs the pet, dragging it away. Luoya screams in horror. Xiaobai! Loya desperately rushes after the pet, which is dragged away by the tentacle. Li Fei commands, forward, let's catch up with him. The heroes rush in pursuit. They run out into a spacious hall where Xiaobai is still drawn into the water. A giant blue monster rises from the water, holding Xiaobai in its tentacle. Li Fei recognizes the low-level mirror slime beast, amazed at its size, and Luoya shouts, Fusion! Destroy it! Loya instantly transforms, enveloped in powerful energy. Sharp blue spikes shoot out from the monster in all directions. Suddenly, Loya finds himself grabbed by several tenacious tentacles. Li Fei anxiously shouts, "Watch out!" as he sees Luoya trapped. She explains, "Mirror slime beasts reproduce asexually. If there's one big one, there's a whole flock of them." Li Fei, surrounded by tentacles, shouts, "Enough chatter! Let's deal with these creatures first." Hyuga uses his sword to deflect the blue clots of mucus flying at him. Li Fei uses fiery flaps of her wings and sword to repel the slime attacks. Luoya concentrated blue energy into his fist with a determined look. A powerful vortex of energy created by Luoya sweeps away the small slime monsters. Luoya looked at the pair of defeated slimes in surprise. Are these low-level monsters too weak? Li Fei explains as he fights off the attack. They feed on garbage. Cities use it for cleaning. She looks at the giant with concern. They don't shine in strength, but this big guy gives me a bad feeling. The giant slug's body begins to wriggle and contract strangely. The monster swells up, forming many bubbles, and Luoya is perplexed. Did he eat something bad? Suddenly, the monster explodes, scattering acrid blue goo in all directions. Li Fei shouts angrily, "Get out of the way!" warning of danger. The heroes barely dodge the acid splashes flying in all directions. Hyuga looks at the steaming puddle in horror. Terrible acid. If it hits us, there won't be any bones left. Li Fei was shocked. No way. I've never heard of mirror slimes having such power. Hyuga listens warily to the strange grinding sound. What is that sound? An obstacle rises from the water with a deafening clang. Hyuga is confused. What's going on? Where did this come from in the sewers? Li Fei guesses. Now I understand why the Duke entrusted us with the matter of the statue. Hyuga concludes with a grim look. He never intended to call the association. He lured us here to prevent us from getting involved with them. Luoya shook the grate that suddenly appeared in front of him in despair. How is this possible? He, waist-deep in water, wonders, why did the Duke do this? Luoya angrily declared, "Someone lowered the gate. Only the Duke knew we were here." Shrouded in a blue aura, Luoya decides, "We don't know what the Duke is planning. Let's break through and ask." Luoya unleashes 12 consecutive strikes onto the grate, creating a whirlwind. To his amazement, the bars did not budge. What? No reaction? Li Fei explains, "This is high wind steel. The Duke left us no chance." Hyuga grabs his head. "Oh, my head is so dizzy." Li Fei, supporting Hyuga, has a thought. The Duke bred monsters here. Their abilities have changed. Acid and poisonous gas. She continues. The poisonous gas from under the statue condenses into a black liquid, hence the tears. Luoya also feels unwell. Why did the Duke need to breed these creatures? Li Fei gripped the sword resolutely. No matter what. She soars into the air in front of the giant. Let's deal with this big guy first. A powerful blue column bursts out of the water. The monster attacks. Li Fei, with wings of fire, rushes at the slug, cutting through the air. A new wave of small, big-eyed slime monsters appears. The giant slug either devours or produces smaller ones, making strange sounds. Loya supports the weakened Hyuga. It heals itself by devouring its own, and I won't last long from the poison. Luoya suddenly realized, wait, there's one more place we haven't checked. Luoya's fist flares with blue energy, taking on the shape of a wolf's mouth. Luoya unleashes 12 consecutive strikes on the enemy, creating a powerful whirlwind. Luoya's strike sends the blue slime flying, spinning it around in a vortex. Li Fei shouts to Luoya, who is supporting Hyuga, "Hit that hole, there's definitely a passage there." Li Fei was shocked. This smell. It's the same as the potion that drives beasts crazy. Luoya steps forward decisively. "Leave it to me." Li Fei supports Hyuga. Luoya concentrates a powerful stream of blue energy, preparing for another attack. With his eyes blazing, Luoya once again used 12 consecutive strikes. His crushing attack pierces the floor, shattering the stone beneath his feet. A huge hole opens up under Luoya's feet, with steam pouring out. The heroes look into the hole. It looks like a drainage pipe. Is that where the smell comes from? Li Fei angrily pulled Luoya's cheek. "Don't you dare doubt my sense of smell!" Luoya screamed in pain. Li Fei is sure. The smell is coming from below. It caused the mutation of the slugs. Hyuga complains about the narrow passage. The giant slug gurgles and blocks the way again. The heroes look tensely at the approaching blue mass. Li Fei suddenly has an idea. I have an idea. The team climbs up the pipe. Hyuga grumbles, your idea is to cover yourself in slime? Disgusting. Loya urges, hurry, they're catching up. Luoya was shocked. These creatures, it can get in here too? Li Fei hit her forehead. Damn, I forgot, they're soft. A giant slug catches up with them in the pipe with a menacing gurgle. The monster attacks rapidly, shooting out part of its mass. Hyuga screams in panic. There's no way to dodge. Loya yells, then climb faster! Hyuga looks down in horror at the approaching attack. A light appeared ahead, a grate leading from the pipe. A powerful kick knocks out the grate, opening the way out. Loya and Li Fei jump out of the pipe into an unfamiliar room. Hyuga, with a cat on his shoulder, follows after him, looking around in surprise. Li Fei notes, the smell here is even stronger. I can even feel my body is burning. Hyuga looks around. This looks like a laboratory. A slug appears from the pipe behind Hyuga. I'm stronger here. I'll grind you into dust. A giant slug fills the passage in the pipe with a menacing appearance. Hyuga is alarmed. We have to leave. This smell is driving the animals crazy. He turns to the cat and the bird. Have you discovered anything? Li Fei holds a scroll. This is where experiments were conducted to strengthen magical beasts, and these are reports of failures. She reads, the potion gave the beast strength, but he lost his mind and died quickly. I will improve him. Li Fei continues, the beast became stronger, but they couldn't stand and didn't obey. Maybe a little mist would help. She drops reports. The experiments have been going on for 10 years, but their goals and results are not clear to us. Li Fei is certain. The beasts mutated due to the fumes from the laboratory. The Duke and the mercenaries are definitely involved. Loya suggests reporting to the association, but Hyuga objects, how do we get out of here? The heroes notice a hatch in the ceiling, and Hyuga is horrified. It can't be. Again? The bird vows not to climb into the pipes again, but Li Fei interrupts. Stop whining, the exit is ahead. Hyuga, with a cat on his shoulder, climbs up the ladder in the pipe towards the light at the end. Hyuga's hand pushes aside the grate, revealing a path into the sun-drenched square. Hyuga and the cat climb out of the hatch, looking around. Where are we? In front of them is the central square, and a statue from which the remains of the fumes are dripping. Loya is surprised. The statue is crying, and why is there not a soul in the square? Suddenly, Luoya notices something in the distance. Look over there. Li Fei recognizes the smell. This red mist. It's like it came from a laboratory. What is it doing in the city? Luoya calls for a retreat. This fog can cause fury, just like the one in the dungeon. An ominous red fog envelops the city, foreshadowing chaos. Li Fei commanded decisively, to the branch! We need to warn the people and start evacuating. Suddenly, a powerful gust of wind rises, raising clouds of red mist. Luoya squinted, sensing something was wrong. Wait, this wind is strange. A giant bone rooster emerges from the red mist with a scream. Hyuga is shocked. A white bone rooster? How did it get so huge? Luoya is perplexed. How did the association and the guards allow such a monster into the city? A huge bird skeleton hangs over the heroes, emitting an eerie screech. Li Fei commands, first, let's deal with him, then to the association. Luoya agrees. Li Fei's attack hits the bone monster's head right on. Hyuga, with fangs and beast ears, growls, my turn! Sharp claws! Hyuga deftly dodges a powerful blow from the monster's clawed paw. Loya, with a blue aura, attacks the bone rooster from behind. Luoya soars into the air, unleashing 12 consecutive strikes on the enemy. Loya breathes heavily after the attack. Is this really all? Suddenly, he feels something is wrong. Huh? New smaller bone creatures emerge from the dark vortex. The giant rooster begins to recover under the influence of dark energy. Loya is surrounded by skeletons. Are you kidding me? Where are the guards and the association? He is in despair. How could so much happen in half a day? The bone monster releases a powerful blast of dark energy. Loya finds himself right in the path of a devastating attack. He turns around sharply, his gaze full of determination. Something rushes across the square at incredible speed. Loya unleashes a barrage of blue aura attacks on the bone giant. He shouts, 12 consecutive strikes, putting in all his strength. The monster's bones fly in all directions under Luoya's onslaught. Hyuga smirks, well done, but I'm no slouch either. He grabs one of the rooster's giant bones with a death grip. With a furious cry of, "Get away!" Hyuga tears off the massive bone. Using a bone as a club, Hyuga crushes another skeleton. Li-Fei soars into the sky with fiery wings, letting out a battle cry. She attacks the bone creatures from above with fiery whirlwinds. A clawed hand grips the shaft of a staff tightly, preparing for battle. Li-Fei uses a fire whip to smash the bone monster, shouting, "Fall!" She snorts contemptuously. Brainless creature," Hyuga remarks. "These creatures are only big, but they don't have much strength." Li-Fei counters, "For us they are not strong, but for ordinary people it is a disaster." 2 more skeletons appear, and Luoya commands, "Them first, investigation later." The bone birds charge forward with a screech, surrounded by a dark aura. Suddenly, a powerful blue-violet energy vortex appears. Hyuga is confused. Damn, what's going on again? I'm surprised too. 2 bone birds are drawn into a spiral and begin to merge. Hyuga is shocked. Are you kidding? They can also merge? Luoya feels the power of the king of beasts. Luoya ponders. First the slime, now the roosters. Is the villain's goal the fusion of beings? Li-Fei panics. What to do? We can't defeat the Beast King. Hyuga suggests hiding, but Luoya stops him. Luoya is alarmed. Someone is coming. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Li-Fei looks at him questioningly. Our heroes can be seen through the bony jaws of the fused monster. Luoya shouts to Li-Fei, "Why are you standing there? Let's run!" But she replies that they can't escape. Hyuga grits his teeth. Damn! Luoya isn't moving. We'll have to fight! And demands some shashlik from Luoya after the fight. Suddenly, a spinning blade appears in the sky, heading towards the bone monster. The weapon crashes into the monster's head, dealing a blow. Luoya was stunned. With one blow, he cut off the head of the Beast King? Who is this? How strong is he? A muscular stranger appears in the square, steam coming from him. The stranger violently spins the chain attached to his weapon. The chain rings as it wraps around the shaft of a huge axe. The weapon flies into the air, returning to its owner as the heroes watch from below. A powerful hand grips the shaft tightly, preparing to catch the flying axe. A warrior with an axe on his shoulder asks, "Everyone has been evacuated. Why are you still here?" Luoya asks, "Do you know where the people from the association are? We found something important." The stranger is surprised. "It seems you don't recognize me." He proudly announces, "I am Black Reaper Korea's, one of the 6 S ranks of the association." Luoya and Hyuga exchange skeptical glances. He seems kind of unreliable. Korea shows the lion emblem. "This is the sign of the association. What information do you have?" Luoya and Hyuga whisper, doubting the authenticity of the Korea's emblem. Korea's releases his aura in rage, demanding an answer. "Will you talk?" Luoya softens. "Such a strong and kind person is definitely from the association. I'll tell you." Luoya recalls, "We reported to Duke Shuhua about the connection between the potions and the attack on Moshui Island." He continues, "In the sewers, we found a laboratory with records of experiments on people and animals. Luoya shows the evidence. Only the Duke's men knew about our investigation." Li-Fei is certain. The potion is related to the incident, but Duke Shuhua can't be behind it. Luoya is perplexed. Why? In half a day, the whole city fell. Who, if not him, has such power? Koreas explains, "After you left, the Duke ordered the city to be evacuated and went to a meeting." Luoya doesn't believe it, but Korea says, "He couldn't have planned this because he's dead." Luoya and Hyuga are stunned by the news. What? Koreas explains, "After you left, chaos ensued. The red fog drove the beast crazy." He continues, "I went to the Duke with a report and found a terrible scene." Koreas grimly, "All of the Duke's guards were slaughtered, each killed with a single blow." He adds bitterly, "And the Duke himself sat on the throne, beheaded." Hyuga thoughtfully, "The Duke didn't contact the association and then he was killed. Suspicious." Luoya puts forward a theory. Perhaps the traitor is within the Tamer Association itself? He looks at Koreas. "The Duke knew something and he was eliminated after your visit." Suddenly, the square is illuminated by a blinding flash of light. A powerful column of energy bursts out from under the ground, splitting everything around. The heroes are stunned. Luoya asks, "What is this phenomenon?" Koreas grins. "A real king of beasts, not like the previous weakling." He brushes off Luoya's suspicions. "Without evidence, I won't accuse the association. Go to the forest." Koreas turns his attention to Li Fei, who suddenly gained wings. Li Fei looks at the warrior in surprise, not understanding what he was getting at. Koreas tells her, "Enjoy the choice, you wanted it, right?" The warrior clenches his fist. "It's been a long time since I've warmed up with the king of beasts." Koreas rushes towards the new threat with a battle cry. Li Fei commanded decisively, "Forward, let's investigate the northwest forest." Before them stretches the mysterious and gloomy northwestern forest. The heroes and their pets venture deeper into the ominous northwestern forest. Loya is puzzled. "They said there is a red fog here, but it's so clean around here." Hyuga stretches. "No fog, no mice, even my cat is bored." Li Fei anxiously asks Luoya, "I have a bad feeling about this. What happened to you then?" Luoya waved it off with a smile. "It's nothing. I guess the S-rank aura was too oppressive." Hyuga doesn't believe it. "It wasn't shock, it was horror. Your muscles turned to stone. What were you afraid of?" Li Fei, furious and with eyes blazing, deals a crushing blow to Luoya. Luoya is thrown back by the powerful blow, and Li Fei also loses his balance. A deafening explosion is heard in the forest, raising dust and debris. The defeated Luoya lies on the ground, as if the spirit had left him. Li Fei shouts in anger, "Enough! I'll tell you when I want. Now shut up!" Luoya raises his hands in fear. Got it, not another word." The kitten is also scared. The kitten runs away. Luoya calls out in surprise, "Huh? Xiaobai?" Li Fei, still angry, commands, "Follow me," and rushes forward. The heroes see a terrifying picture, a pit full of red liquid and dead animals. Above the pit, a huge crimson sphere of energy pulsates in the sky. A powerful beam of light bursts out from the sphere, rushing downwards. The beam hits the ground, causing a colossal release of energy visible from below. The heroes look up at the sky. Luoya asks, "This ball disappeared?" Li Fei looks at the weakened beast. "It's not dead, but it's very weak, and it's as if something sucked out its strength." Luoya looks up at the sky in alarm. There it is again. A new ball of energy is already there. Small forest animals are shrouded in a red haze, losing their last strength. Red sparks of energy scatter among the treetops. The sky is clear. Luoya ponders. The fog does no harm, but it sucks out energy. Where did it go? Li Fei looks around in surprise. What is this? The heroes sense magical waves. Li Fei announces, a magical barrier that hides perception. Li Fei explains, this is the work of the supreme demon and the illusory beast. What we see is only an illusion. Luoya asks Li Fei hopefully, can you destroy it? Li Fei offers two options. A powerful magical strike, but the barrier creator is a king-level one. Hyuga panicked. King level again? We can't handle it. Li Fei resolutely. We can't leave. Luoya gloomily. The association itself can't cope, and the animals in the forest won't last long. Li Fei was worried. If the fog spreads, the cities will be in danger of disaster. Hyuga in despair. A royal-level enemy. This is certain death. Luoya confidently. If it's just a king level, I have a plan. Li Fei added, I'll try too. Hyuga was stunned. Is the difference in strength between us really that great? Suddenly, a powerful hieroglyph foreshadowing action. Li Fei scolds Hyuga, stop whining, don't bother me or go and report. Hyuga obediently, I don't refuse, I obey you, big sister. Li Fei soars into the sky. The second way is to find a magic node and strike with all your might. Li Fei beams with energy. Barrier node at the bottom left. Prepare to attack. Li Fei draws back his bowstring, preparing to fire a volley of fire arrows. She fires explosive arrows that rush towards the target. Hyuga charges forward, his rip claw ready to strike. Luoya unleashes 12 consecutive strikes with blue energy. A powerful explosion shakes the earth, mixing flame and magic. The smoke clears, revealing a mysterious tower in the distance. Luoya resolutely, let's go, let's find out what's hidden inside. The tower is enveloped in an ominous red energy with a glowing eye at the top. Red energy forms an ominous crescent moon above the top of the tower. Li Fei announces, this device controls the fog, I will destroy it. Li Fei with wings rushes up the stairs of the tower, shrouded in red energy. A squad of green frogs stares at the heroes from the tower's embrasure. The frogs open their mouths wide, releasing streams of ice magic. Li Fei is surprised in flight. Huh? Ice projectiles fly towards the tower. She deftly dodges the shining crystals that fly past. A huge ice crystal hangs in the sky. Li Fei is amazed by its size. Li Fei suddenly changes trajectory, dodging the new attack. Damn it! Li Fei looks at the source of the threat with annoyance. She lands with force, raising a cloud of dust her comrades watch. Li Fei firmly declares, "We can't get through from the outside. We'll become targets for those frogs." Luoya looks at the tower shrouded in red haze. There are illusory beasts inside? How did it even appear? Li Fei admits, "I was wrong. I thought it was an illusion, but it's advanced spatial magic." She explains while looking at the gap in space. This is another dimension created by a king-level beast. Hyuga clutches his head in panic. So, we won't be able to get out now? Luoya looks at the entrance with determination. Since we can't get through from the outside, we'll break through floor by floor. He turns to his comrades. I don't believe that the three of us won't get to this device. Luoya walks up to the massive doors of the tower and pushes them open. With effort, he opens the huge gates behind which a forest can be seen. The heroes enter inside. Luoya looks around in confusion. What is this place? They find themselves in a huge hall with a grass floor, and the ominous red eye looms over them again. Li Fei was surprised. Food for the lower beasts? Why is there so much of it in the tower? Hyuga turns around, sensing something was wrong. What is this? A swift shadow rushes towards Hyuga from behind. Hyuga gets hit in the stomach by a powerful punch from a white rabbit wearing boxing gloves. The blow sends Hyuga flying backwards, tumbling through the air. The fighting rabbit shouts menacingly, "Acha! Who are you? Name yourself!" Li Fei was shocked. This is boxing rabbit? Almost king level, incredibly strong. Luoya explains, usually it is the weakest beast, but this one is incredibly powerful. Li Fei smiles at the rabbit. Little one, move away. We need to go upstairs. We don't want to hurt you. The rabbit attacks Li Fei with a cry of "Acha!" catching her off guard. Li Fei is furious. You rabbit, I'll make a stew out of you. She creates a whirlwind with her wings, deflecting the rabbit's attack. Li Fei, surrounded by a whirlwind, mutters, Not cute at all. Hyuga, coming to his senses, was puzzled. What just happened? Suddenly, Hyuga finds himself in the center of Li Fei's whirlwind. Huh? The whirlwind throws Hyuga into the air. Why me again? Ah! The rabbit lands and declares menacingly, Acha, I don't know who you are, but you can't come in here. Luoya tries to negotiate. We just need to destroy the device upstairs and we'll leave. The rabbit attacks with its foot. Acha! My job is to protect the device. You are enemies. Li Fei prepares arrows in his wings. It looks like there will be no negotiations. Li Fei shouts, Let's defeat him first, and unleashes a barrage of arrows. The rabbit fights back furiously. Acha! No one will pass while I'm here. Li Fei is shocked. The fire arrows don't even have time to explode. Luoya rushes forward. Strong in his fists? Let's see, 12 strikes. A series of powerful blows falls on the fighting rabbit. A bright flash and explosion shakes the herbal hall. The rabbit is stunned. The full power of 12 blows at once? Incredible. Luoya stands unwavering, his fist smoking from the crushing attack. Li Fei approaches Luoya. You are strong. It's a pity he is a rabbit, not strong enough. The rabbit's eye flashes red and he's furious. Rabbit! 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 Hyuga struggles to get up, leaning against the wall after another fall. The rabbit explodes with a golden aura, shouting, No one dares underestimate a rabbit! Li Fei and Luoya are shocked by his power. The rabbit roars, Who said rabbits are weak? The battle rabbit lands, creating a powerful shockwave. Luoya tenses up. Li Fei reproaches Luoya, You made him angry. Deal with it yourself. Luoya is indignant. No team spirit at all? The rabbit, surrounded by a red aura, declares, The ignorant always despise rabbits, but they do not know about our fertility. The ground beneath him cracks with power as he continues, and as long as we survive, the rabbit shouts, A genius will always appear who will lead our race to glory, and rushes forward. The rabbit attacks Hyuga. Li Fei flies into the air and Luoya dodges. Li Fei furiously prepares her arrows. It's unbearable. Die! But Luoya stops her. Wait! Luoya calls out to Hyuga, urging him to action. Hyuga grumbles, You only think of me when you need help. Luoya gives the order. I attack. You go to the stairs. Hyuga asks curiously, What are you planning? Luoya waves it off. I have my own plan. Luoya shouts, Ready? Go! And he and Hyuga prepare to fight the rabbit. The battle rabbit rushes towards Luoya, who greets him with a whirlwind of energy. The rabbit's powerful strike collides with Luoya's defense, causing a blinding flash. Luoya is thrown back by the incredible force of the enraged beast's strike. The rabbit looks forward sternly, not losing his fighting spirit after the attack. Hyuga, with a sly grin and glowing claws, sneaks up behind the rabbit. Hyuga kicks the rabbit in the head. "I will accept this gift. Take it." Hyuga stands over the fallen rabbit with his claws outstretched. Luoya praises Hyuga. "Excellent plan. His power slowed him down, and you found an opening." The rabbit lies on the grass. "I can't die. Otherwise, the race of fighting rabbits will disappear." Memory. A powerful blow from the rabbit's glove crushes a tree. A young rabbit practices furiously, practicing his kicks on a tree stump. The elder of the rabbits addresses the youth. "You are diligent. If you were not of our kind, you would become a great beast." The young rabbit declares decisively, "Elder, even a rabbit can become strong. Our clan will not be at the bottom." The elder sighs. "Confidence is good, but our lineage has never broken through to the royal level. Restrictions." The elder continues, "Unless you make a contract with a human, but who would choose such a weak beast?" A terrible memory flashes. A huge wolf with red eyes attacks defenseless rabbits. The elder, dying, places his hopes on the young rabbit. "Our family is counting on you." A young rabbit mourns his fallen elder, surrounded by his grieving kin. The rabbit desperately offers himself to people. "Make a contract with me, I am strong," but he is ridiculed. The girls leave laughing. "Maybe he'll make a good rabbit head, ha-ha." The rabbit in tears of despair. "Is it really that our race is doomed to be at the bottom forever?" A depressed rabbit lies on the ground when he is noticed by a boy in a blindfold. The boy offers with a smile, "I'm ready to sign a contract with you. Will you be my friend?" The rabbit, crying with happiness, readily agrees. "I agree." Suddenly, the bandit who beat up the boy appears. "You poor bastard! Just a couple of coins, but we'll eat some rabbit today." The rabbit rushes at the bandit with fury, beaming with energy. "Don't you dare! He's my friend!" The enraged rabbit throws the bandit back with a powerful blow of its paw. The bandit retreats, muttering, "Damn, this trash has ruined my whole mood. I'm leaving." The boy, bleeding, says to the rabbit, "Little rabbit, you're okay. I can't be with you anymore. Live well." The rabbit hugs the boy in despair. Why can't I protect my family or my master? I'm useless. How can I become stronger?" Suddenly, a mysterious woman appears. "Are you really ready to pay any price? I have an experiment, but it is deadly." She continues with a smile. "But if you endure it, you will gain incredible strength. Well, will you try it?" Close-up of a syringe needle being inserted into a rabbit's body. The rabbit writhes in pain, his eyes filling with red light. "Ah! Ah!" Surrounded by a red aura, the rabbit shouts, "I did it. I'm just one step away from the king level. I can feel it." The woman calmly replies, "This is only the first stage. I guarantee that the next experiments will fulfill your wish. But someone wants to stop us." The rabbit, blazing with rage, roars, "I will not die. I will break through to the royal level and gain power." Hyuga is perplexed. A joke? He's still moving with his head broken? Surrounded by a red light, the rabbit slowly rises, his eyes empty. Hyuga is shocked, and Luoya remarks, "No, there's something wrong with this grass." Li-Fei sniffed and said worriedly, "I didn't notice before. This grass smells like blood." Luoya recognizes the familiar scent of blood coming from the grass beneath their feet. The rabbit explodes with energy, shouting, "I will become stronger than everyone. I will take revenge and make everyone afraid." Li-Fei suggests leaving, but Luoya objects, "No, if we leave, they will definitely die." Li-Fei asks in surprise, "They?" Hyuga also looks at Luoya. Luoya, looking at the scarlet grass, confirms, "Yes, they..." Luoya reveals a sinister secret. "Under this tower, they are food for this grass." The rabbit clenches his fist, shouting, "I'll make everyone afraid of me." Engulfed in flames, he continues, "All those who look down on us will pay." Luoya calmly asks, "Isn't it enough for you? Don't you hear the crying? Underground?" The rabbit, taken aback, asks again, What did you say?" Luoya explains, "Your blood smelled like this grass. You steal their lives for power." Enraged, Luoya slams the ground, releasing blue energy. The ground cracks, and underneath you can see other rabbits. Dozens of emaciated rabbits lie in the rift, sacrificed. Loya screams, "They believed in you and you betrayed them by using them as fuel." The rabbit babbles in horror. "No! Lady Xue Yao said the herb was for strength. I didn't know." Overwhelmed by the truth, he falls to his knees. How could this happen? Tears flow from the rabbit's eyes. Is it possible that our kind of fighting rabbits can't become strong? Luoya ruthlessly explains, "Isn't it clear? Xue Yao deceived you using the blood of your kin." He continues, "Her goal is to make you her puppet, her guinea pig." Luoya asks, "Don't you feel that you already have king-level strength?" Luoya, putting his hand on the rabbit's head, says, "Your body has reached its limit, but you have limited yourself." Close-up of Luoya's hand comfortingly resting on the head of a crying rabbit. Suddenly the rabbit feels a surge of strength. "Ah! I feel it! My body is full of energy!" Enveloped in a yellow aura, the rabbit soars into the air, ready for action. The rabbit, shining with a yellow aura, rushes forward full of determination. Li Fei is amazed. "What power! This is a true king level." Hyuga is surprised by her reaction. The rabbit thanks them. "For the sake of strength, I almost killed my relatives. You gave me back my faith." Luoya calmly asks, "Are you still going to bother me?" The rabbit replies, "Xue Yao deceived me, but she also helped me. I'll take my people and leave." Luoya asks, "What's going on here, and what is this device?" The rabbit, carrying a bag of his fellow rabbits on his back, says, "I don't know. Xue Yao has gathered animals to guard him." He carries a heavy bag with difficulty. "She promised us incredible power." The rabbit says goodbye. "I'm leaving. Take care of yourself. The way up is not easy." Luoya thoughtfully, "Who is this Xue Yao who can gather so many near-royal beasts?" Li Fei angrily demands an explanation from Luoya about the device. Hyuga reveals that Xue Yao is a rare and powerful humanoid phantom beast. Luoya suggests that the mysterious potions may not have been created by a human, but by a phantom beast. Hyuga confirms that beast intelligence can rival that of humans, and Luoya ponders the purpose of potions. Li Fei is furious and vows revenge on the frogs who attacked her earlier. The boys calm Li Fei down, promising to help her get revenge up there. The heroes resolutely head towards the stairs leading to the next level of the tower. As Luoya stood up, he was surprised by the silence, as the rabbit was talking about the beasts Xue Yao had collected. Li Fei hurries his companions since the path seems clear. Luoya stops, sensing something amiss in this suspicious silence. Luoya and Li Fei freeze on the stairs as a dark entity approaches from below. An ominous shadow with red flashes quickly crawls up the spiral staircase. Suddenly a voice is heard. "There is a fork in the road ahead, 3 exits. Which one will you choose?" The heroes reach a platform where 3 identical doors rise before them. Luoya asks his companions, "What do you think about this voice and these doors?" Hyuga says thoughtfully, "I think I heard a similar story when I was a child." He begins the story. A small child lost in the forest disturbs a forest demon. The demon offers the child a riddle. If you answer correctly, you will receive a reward. Hyuga continues. "But if you make a mistake," he finishes gloomily, "the demon will lock you away forever." Li Fei shouts in rage, "This is no time for scary stories." Hyuga apologizes guiltily. Luoya comforts Li Fei. "Come on, little sister, don't be angry. Which door will you choose?" Li Fei firmly declares, "We can't split up at a time like this. Let's go through the middle one." She approaches the middle door, her face serious and focused. Li Fei pushes the door, and a blinding light bursts out from behind it. Suddenly, a huge shadow with a predatory grin and red eyes appears behind their backs. Li Fei screams in horror, "Ah! A real demon!" Luoya, with a determined look, prepares for the inevitable clash. The heroes are puzzled. They again found themselves at the same stairs leading to the second floor. Li Fei looks down the stairs in despair. "I don't believe it." There is annoyance in her eyes. "Will I really never be able to get out?" Li Fei, with wings, resolutely rushes towards one of the doors. She spreads her arms, trying to do something. The guys are behind. Li Fei exclaims in despair, "Ouch, ouch, ouch! How did we end up here again?" A sudden flash of fire, Li Fei shouts, "What is this? Come out!" Hyuga offers Luoya a try, but he snaps back, "Do you want me to die faster?" Luoya asks Hyuga, "How can we destroy the device up there? Is there a way to deal with that forest demon?" Hyuga recalls, the child simply took both lollipops from the demon and he ran away. Luoya was surprised. Such a weak demon? But he must be special since children were disappearing. Luoya thoughtfully says, if so, we can try. Li Fei impatiently shouts at the guys, hey, you two, have you come up with something? Luoya decisively declares, I have an idea, let's try it together. He suggests, let's attack the door with the strongest blows. Li Fei agrees. Li Fei releases explosive arrow while surrounded by flames. Hyuga prepares split claw, blue energy enveloping his hand. Luoya slams 12 consecutive punches onto the door. A powerful explosion shakes the platform. The door is engulfed in flames. The middle door is blown to pieces by the onslaught of their attacks. Luoya is surprised to see a strange object flying past him. A golden key-shaped figure sticks to the stunned Luoya's cheek. A huge golden whirlwind opens up above Luoya, ready to swallow him up. The golden mass flows down from above, filling the space. The viscous substance takes shape in front of the stunned boys. A huge figure with a smile emerges from the gold. Li Fei is confused. What the hell is this? Hyuga is amazed. Is that a mud boy? They're usually tiny. He continues, but this one is huge, and the aura is almost royal level. The golden monster giggles. How did you guess? I thought my illusion was perfect. Luoya explains, these 3 doors were unnecessary. The tower is new for the device. He continues confidently. Why 3 useless doors? That means it's an illusion. The mudman grins. Smart boy, but how did you figure out how to dispel it? Luoya said decisively, because of the story about the forest demon. I assumed that there was a weak beast here too. Luoya explains, the forest demon is weak, so it offers a choice to escape if the child shows greed. He continues, that's why we attacked all 3 doors so that you would appear while you were restoring the illusion. The mudman laughs. That's right. The mudmen become forest demons and I become the king of illusions thanks to the snow lady. Li Fei angrily shouts, it doesn't matter who you are. Once you show yourself, we will destroy you. The golden monster grins. Great, let's have fun. I hope you entertain me. Li Fei charges forward, but her scythe passes through the monster's golden figure. The girl is surrounded by golden hands reaching out to her from all sides. A huge golden palm looms over Li Fei, ready to grab her. The golden mass rapidly changes shape, evading a possible attack. Li Fei exclaimed in annoyance. What a disgusting thing! Damn, my powers are useless here. Li Fei shouts to the guys, what are you standing there for? Let's finish this filth together. Hyuga replies, little sister, we're barely holding on ourselves. We can't handle a monster like that here. The golden monster teases, come on, play with me. This is no fun at all. Luoya suggests, this mudman has a body made of slime. Even if we hit him, the effect will be weak. Since he wants to play, let's arrange a big game for him. Hyuga asks anxiously, what are you planning? Luoya rushes forward, shouting, believe in yourself, you are the key. Hyuga is horrified. Don't. Luoya flies straight at Hyuga. Hyuga, get ready! Hyuga falls into the golden liquid. Li Fei looks at him in confusion. Li Fei rushes towards Hyuga, who is stuck in the mud with a furious cry. She suddenly grabs his hand, pulling him out of the viscous mass. Li Fei grabs Hyuga's leg tightly, preventing him from getting stuck again. Spinning it around, Li Fei furiously throws Hyuga straight at the golden monster. The mudman cheerfully transforms into a whirlwind, preparing for a new attack. Luoya rushes forward, his fist glowing with blue energy. Now! He shouts to the monster, "Oh, such a huge body, but what if I hit it right in the head?" Luoya unleashes 12 consecutive punches, and that's not all, on the enemy. The blow hits the target, and the mudman exclaims cheerfully, "How fun!" The golden monster flies back from Luoya's powerful blow, losing its shape. Several beams of light pierce the deformed body of the mudman in flight. The golden mass shatters into pieces. Hyuga asks hopefully, "Did it work?" Li Fei screams in horror, "Dirty to death!" Luoya feels a chilling cold. A dark silhouette appears behind him. The mudman boasts, "My head is the core of illusions, but what will you do with the scattered power?" Luoya and Hyuga hug the shivering Li Fei, trying to warm her up. The monster declares, "With scattered power, I created an icy world." He asks mockingly, "It will be terribly cold for you there. Will you be able to escape?" The heroes find themselves in the middle of snowy mountains. Li Fei groans, "This mudman is so disgusting." Hyuga shouts in irritation, "Stop complaining, you two think quickly." Luoya tries to encourage everyone, "Hold on. To hold on is to win." Li Fei cries out in despair, "Hold on. If we don't find a way out, we'll become ice cubes. Suddenly, the sun's rays break through the clouds, illuminating everything around. Li Fei looks at Luoya in surprise. What's going on? The snowstorm has died down. Luoya smiled confidently. It looks like I was right in my guess. The heroes are back in the tower, hugging, and in front of them is a huge mirror reflecting a snowy landscape. A crack runs across the smooth surface of the mirror, the source of the illusion. The mudman panics. What? How come? My illusion has become unstable. The mirror shatters into many pieces with a loud crash. Luoya lets out a sigh of relief, lowering his head. It's over. He looks up, smiling triumphantly. We won! Li Fei and Hyuga are confused. Hyuga asks, what happened? What did we do? The mudman panics. Impossible. What have you done? Why did my illusion collapse? Luoya replies, we didn't do anything. You defeated yourself. The monster gets angry. Nonsense. How could I defeat myself? Luoya explains, your powers were given to you by the Snow Lady. You have no control over them. And without control, illusions collapse. The mudman mutters, remembering, just now. Luoya continues, we have shaken your illusion core, worsening your already weak control. All that was left was to wait for your failure. The monster does not give up. I am the king of illusions. I will show you the gate of shadows. Luoya prepares to strike again, his fist enveloped in blue energy. Luoya's powerful blow hits the mudman right on the spot, causing him to make a gurgling sound. The golden mass shatters into pieces with a deafening crash. The golden liquid scatters and the dark clots of energy dissipate along with it. A small mudman appears, lamenting, my power is gone. Luoya explains, she never belonged to you. Power without control is just an illusion. The little mudman backs away in fear. You, don't come near me! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Luoya kindly pats his head. Train hard, otherwise you'll become weak again. I'm looking forward to our next game. Mudman looks at Luoya in surprise, drops running down his face. The kid replies defiantly, I will train hard, and then you will definitely not lose to me. The heroes look at the little mudman, who is now not at all scary. Li Fei looks at Luoya with embarrassment, who asks, is there something on my face? Li Fei turns away. No, I just didn't expect you to be so gentle with this. Luoya smiles. Thanks to Xiaobai, I can feel his emotions. He's just a mischievous person you can be friends with. He turns to Li Fei. Let's go. Let's help you deal with that frog that attacked you. Li Fei fondly thinks that Luoya can easily get along with both demons and phantom beasts. The heroes approach a massive, half-open door in the stone wall of the tower. Once inside, they look around the dark room with concern. Before them appears a ruined spiral staircase, leading upward to an ominous portal. At the top sits a huge green frog with a rainbow symbol on its forehead, meditating under the portal. Li Fei exclaimed in horror, Royal demonic beast, 7-colored toad! A sudden explosion sends the heroes flying. Li Fei shouts at Luoya, Dodge! The toad croaks menacingly, Quack, quack, quack! Who are you? Who dare to invade the red stone tower? Li Fei with wings angrily pointed at the toad. You still ask? You were the one who shot ice spikes at me. The toad chuckles. Quack, quack. So you're a thief. The redstone is important. I won't let it be stolen. The monster declares, the Snow Lady has ordered me to guard this stone. My subjects have not feasted for a long time. A huge toad looms over the trio of heroes, preparing to attack. The beast jumps down, calling out, My children! And icy energy gathers beneath it. The royal toad, with its mouth open, commands, Catch your prey! 3 smaller toads emerge from the walls, attacking with ice shards. Hyuga panics. Before there was one beast, and now there is a whole pack. Quickly dodge. Luoya suggests breaking through from the outside, but Li Fei shouts, We're locked in! Hyuga demands, Think, why are you frozen? Suddenly, a long pink tongue comes down on Luoya from above. The toad's tongue lashes across the stone floor, raising dust. Hyuga shakes Luoya in panic. We're trapped! She wants to make dinner out of us! Luoya clenched his fist resolutely. Since we can't run away, we'll have to fight. I have a move, it will work. Li Fei counters, Your technique is too dangerous for you. Let me. Luoya insists, Me first. My punch has strange side effects. If it doesn't work, it's your turn. Li Fei agrees, looking at the toads surrounding them. Okay, I don't have a trump card. Just hurry up before we get eaten. Luoya rushes forward, dodging the ice attacks of the small toads. Blue energy envelops Luoya's legs as he rushes forward. Luoya's eyes flash with a fierce light as he concentrates all his power. Luoya unleashes a series of 13 crushing blows on the enemy. Luoya's energy beast descends upon one of the small toads. A powerful blue stream of energy blows the toad off its paws. The other small toads croak in horror, watching the fate of their fellow. Hyuga is shocked. 13 strikes in a row? This power is his trump card? Li Fei explains, yes, this is his technique, learned with Xiaobai during training. Flashback, Li Fei watches the training with Xiaobai on his shoulder in surprise. Xiaobai barks furiously, supporting Luoya in the previous fight. Luoya's opponent from the past was perplexed. How is this possible? Young Luoya was puzzled. My 12 strikes were repelled so easily. The teacher explains to Luoya, your strikes lack harmony with the beast. The teacher reminds Luoya, don't forget, we are never alone. Luoya and Xiaobai realize, fighting together with the beast is our true path. Luoya's eyes narrowed decisively, remembering the lessons of the past. Luoya stands with Xiaobai on his head, a combined energy swirling around them. The hieroglyphs for cooperation flash against the backdrop of his fluttering cloak. Luoya's fist is enveloped in powerful blue energy, ready to strike. He assumes a fighting stance, the blue aura around him growing brighter. Luoya exclaims, feeling a surge, I have sensed our true strength. In the past, Luoya challenges, try this, Xiaobai and I have the power, 13 strikes. His opponent at the time panicked. Terrifying power, I can't hold it, I have to dodge it. The enemy from the past is unable to withstand the crushing blue of Luoya's attack. The energy beast generated by the strike completely engulfs the enemy. The defeated opponent congratulates Luoya with admiration on his newfound strength. He admits, once you master this, you will become a real strongman on the continent. In the present, Hyuga is sulking in the corner. We trained together, why do you have trump cards? Hyuga clenches his fists with determination. I will also undergo hellish training and create my own technique. Li Fei in chibi form shouts, stop being so enthusiastic, help me drag Luoya. Luoya is lying on the floor without strength, Xiaobai is next to him, and Hyuga is grumbling, such side effects, but you took all the glory. Hyuga laughs as Luoya, overcoming the pain, passes the baton. The rest is up to you. Hyuga lifts the exhausted Luoya and Xiaobai onto his shoulder, carrying them away from the battlefield. Hyuga, with Luoya on his shoulder, is confused. Why is it suddenly so hot? From above, you can see the toad flashing red, emitting heat, and someone shouts, what happened? The giant toad is engulfed in flames, its body glowing red hot. The flaming toad gloats, KKK, that hurt, but I am the royal demonic beast. Toad declares, royal rank, that means king of the race, no weak points, KKK. The toad spews out a stream of fire. Li Fei is shocked. How can a frog spit fire? Is this even normal? Hyuga, still carrying Luoya, asks in confusion, why? Li Fei explains, 7 colored toads are the highest demons. The kings activate the 7 elements, lightning, fire, ice, petrification, water, stone, and steel. Hyuga screams in panic, so strong, why fight? Break down the door, let's run! The heroes run away as a powerful explosion sounds behind them. Hyuga with Luoya on his shoulder is suddenly grabbed by the sticky tongue of a toad. The toad pulls them towards him. Hyuga shouts to Luoya, you idiot, we'll be eaten because of you. Suddenly, Li Fei appears, enveloped in light. Enough! Toad King, why do you need the Snow Maiden? Let's talk! The toad with the rainbow stone on its forehead looked at Li Fei in surprise. Qua, the aura of a demonic beast? Li Fei stands with his back turned, and the toad continues, we are few, and besides me there are no other kings. The toad explains his motive. The potions of the Snow Maiden will strengthen my family. Hyuga, putting down Luoya, objects to the toad. Then you even more cannot cooperate with her. The toad is perplexed, a question mark appears above its head. Quack, quack! Why? Hyuga explains, in the fight with Nitong, I realized that this potion awakens hidden potential. Luoya, holding Xiaobai, adds gloomily, but the price is life force and sanity. The toad casually replies, it's okay. We demonic beasts live so long. Luoya, holding Xiaobai, retorts, you still don't get it? This potion is a failure. He continues, the more power, the closer to madness. Your family is not very smart anyway, and with the potion, it will die out from stupidity. The toad is in a panic. Quack, quack, what should I do? My family is doomed. How can I look my ancestors in the eye? Li Fei, Hyuga, and Loya watch. Li Fei thinks, a royal beast, and so simple-minded. The toad resolutely blocks the way. Kva, you're lying! Father said that people are cunning. I promised the Snow Maiden that no one would get through. Li Fei smiles and suggests, don't believe me? Let's find a compromise. The toad looks at her curiously. Compromise? What kind? Li Fei lays out the plan. Let's fight. If we lose, you take your people away. We'll take the maiden's things, study them, and share the results. If we lose, we'll leave. Hyuga whispers to Loya, tsk, tsk, tsk. Loya, how cunning you are. This is clearly a setup so that the toad will lose to us. The toad resolutely declares, I won't lose to you so easily. Suddenly she changes the elements, unleashing a powerful stream of water on them. Li Fei takes a step forward. It seems she has a plan. She spreads her angel wings, glowing with a golden aura. Stop hiding your powers! The toad's water attack freezes. Li Fei activates Magic Forbidden Domain. Toad is shocked. What? My magic disappeared? She tries in vain to summon lightning and fire, but nothing works. Li Fei explains, in my area, magic is powerless, only fists. She sternly orders the boys, forward, if you don't win, I'll take care of you. Hyuga and Loya charge in, encouraging each other for close combat. Suddenly, Li Fei sees a fiery skull from the nightmarish past. She screams in despair. I don't want to die. I haven't found my father yet. The memory ignites in her a furious desire. I must change everything. The vision of the past reaches its peak. Li Fei screams in horror. Don't! In the present, Luoya mutters sheepishly, I just wanted her to dream. Did I go too far? In front of them, the transformed Li Fei floated, looking at Luoya with confusion. Luoya? Li Fei clutches her head in pain but assures Luoya, it's okay, it's me, Li Fei. Luoya hugs the suffering Li Fei, desperately asking Hyuga, what's going on with her? Hyuga suggests this is her hidden power. 100% compatibility gives her special abilities. Loya is worried, but if this is her gift, why is she so sick? Hyuga explains to Luoya, without knowing Li Fei's past, you caused her breakdown. He continues, every use of power is a painful memory, threatening madness. Hyuga, as a mentor, wants them to return alive, not stronger. Li Fei struggles to hold the area, shouting, faster, I can't take it! Hyuga commands Luoya, stop talking, I'm in front, you're behind. The toad attacks with its tongue, hoping to return the magic by eating them. Li Fei watches the battle with concern, her strength waning. Luoya deftly dodges the toad's tongue as Li Fei hovers above the battlefield. The toad is furious. Quack, quack, I'm angry. Do you think my royal power is weaker than yours? Luoya sneered, your strength is great, but how will you lift yourself up, Bato? Hyuga smirks and announces, let's go! Loya is already ready for action. Hyuga spins around and delivers a powerful punch, his fist enveloped in energy. Hyuga's punch hits its target, sending the toad flying back. The stunned toad with his tongue hanging out receives a crown. Loya shouts now as the toad flies away from the impact. Loya deftly grabs the toad's tongue, wrapping it around her. The tied-up toad is terrified, and Luoya threatens, let's see how many blows you can take. Luoya unleashes a series of 12 strikes on the immobilized toad. Li Fei notices something on top of the tower against the backdrop of the flames. Li Fei impatiently asks the toad for change, thinking about the red bead on the tower. The toad, tied by the tongue, begs, quack, quack, don't hit me, don't hit me. The weeping toad confesses, the Snow Maiden was looking for a way to quickly strengthen us by conducting experiments. Li Fei sternly orders, take your people and get out of here immediately. The toad, with tears in his eyes, agrees. Quack, quack. Okay, we'll leave right now. The royal toad shouts to his fellows, quack! What are you crowding around for? I'm the first one out. The huge toad, carrying its entire flock on its back, quickly retreats. Luoya remarks to Hyuga, it seems the Snow Maiden made a mistake in entrusting them with protection. Li Fei, looking at the tower, hurries the guys. Don't pay attention to these idiots. Quickly go up. At the top of the tower, red energy rages, Loya senses a powerful force, and Hyuga senses a bad omen. Li Fei said decisively as he looked at the whirlwind. It looks like this thing is the one that caused all the commotion. Li Fei suggests, let's go back to Mashui and give this to Corelius. Suddenly, the red bead comes to life, releasing energy tentacles. Li Fei is surprised. Huh? The sphere shoots upward towards the ominous red vortex, Li Fei reaching out for it. Li Fei rushes after the elusive sphere. Where are you going? Red energy envelops Li Fei as she tries to grab the artifact. Li Fei exclaims with a dizzying head, I'm a little dumbfounded. The red beam of energy disappears into the heavenly vortex, taking the secret with it. Hyuga is puzzled. That thing disappeared? Loya is uncertain. Then, the mission is accomplished? Li Fei shouts in rage, Of course not, we only fought and didn't understand anything. She looks menacingly at the guys. Do you think Corelius will believe us if we come back like this? Li Fei points to the boys. Look over there. Her finger points to the rocky shore and the raging sea. Li Fei recalls. Corelius said that the red mist flared up in 3 places. She announces, Northwest Forest, South Sea, and Moshui. Our next target is the South Sea. Li Fei is determined. I have to find out what this red bead is. The heroes arrive at a deserted beach, leaving footprints in the sand. Luoya looks around in confusion. Here! Did something happen? Li Fei suggests. There were giant monsters here, but for some reason they disappeared. Bato and his cat companion exchange worried meows on the rock. Luoya, after listening to the cats, concludes, The red fog here has almost cleared. It looks like it's all over. Let's go back. Li Fei resolutely steps into the water. No, this won't do. She tells Luoya, I won't just leave like that. There's definitely evidence left here. Li Fei listens, her gaze sharpening. She crouches, her bird on her shoulder, Luoya puzzled by her sudden insight. Li Fei suddenly realized, I get it! The local creatures have taken refuge in the underwater caves. We need to dive to find traces. Loya and Hyuga sheepishly admit, but we're not very good at swimming. Li Fei angrily pushes them towards the water. That's why you go first. Hurry up, don't dig! The boys fall awkwardly into the water, and Li Fei, with wings, gracefully follows them. Hyuga notices a dark passage in the rocks underwater. The heroes swim into the depths, Li Fei with wings lighting their way in the muddy water. The heroes swim quickly through a dark underwater tunnel. Luoya emerges from the water, gasping for breath. Finding himself in the cave, Luoya asks in confusion, Where are we? The Trinity examines the spacious, dimly lit cave. Hyuga, raising his head, notes in surprise, What a high place. Luoya guessed, The giant creatures must have gathered here. Let's go deeper. Suddenly, Luoya freezes, sensing something is wrong. Li Fei is on guard. Luoya takes a fighting stance, ready for an unexpected encounter. With a sharp sound, something sharp and metallic appears in front of them. The heroes peek out from behind the cover, whispering in surprise, Corelius? Corelius asks Destroyer Jack menacingly, What are you doing here? Jack calmly replies, The captain ordered to deliver the stone turtles. The rest is none of my business. Loya is surprised from the shelter. Stone turtles? So this is their lair? Corelius attacks. If you don't want to talk, he is determined. Don't blame me for being rude. Jack easily blocks the blow with his chainsaw. The weapons collide, sparks fly in all directions. Jack smirks. Worthy of an S-class master, but your body... He asks challengingly, How long can you last? Corelius gives one last chance. Speak and I will let you go. Li Fei is alarmed from the shelter. Is Corelius injured? What's going on? Jack grins maliciously. Empty bravado! He swings the saw at Corelius. Do you think you can scare me? Jack attacks, screaming, Die! A red saw mark. The destroyer explains, Do you know why they call me that? Wherever I go... He continues, Everything will be destroyed, and you, Corelius, are no exception. Jack threatens, I'll tear you to pieces. Corelius in front of a vortex of red energy. Corelius prepares to parry the blow, his axe at the ready. Corelius spins his chain weapon to meet the attack. Jack looks for Corelius in the whirlwind in confusion. Where are you aiming, Corelius? Jack is confused. Huh? A whirlwind of chains envelops him. Suddenly, Jack finds himself bound in Corelius's chains. What? Corelius' axe is thrown aside, stuck in a stone. Corelius stands in front of the tied-up Jack. Oh, you... Corelius announces, You have missed your chance. I grant you eternal sleep. Farewell, Destroyer Jack. Corelius yanks the chains hard, lifting Jack into the air. With a powerful jerk, Corelius throws Jack to the ground. There is a deafening bang and Jack crashes into the cave floor. Corellius lands nearby, Jack lying prostrate at his feet. Corellius swings his weapon, preparing to deliver the finishing blow. A bright flash from Corellius's strike illuminates the rocks. Corellius's axe rushes inexorably towards the defeated Jack. Die! Corellius delivers justice with a furious cry. Jack realizes in horror, damn, this can't be resisted! A powerful blow shakes the ground, blinding with light and raising dust. Loya was shocked from behind cover. What a battle! Is it really over? The silhouette of Corellius appears in the clouds of dispersing dust. Corellius stands, breathing heavily, his hand on his wounded chest. He turns to the heroes. Everything is okay, come out! Loya runs up worried. Your wounds? Who could have wounded you? What happened in Moshue City? Corellius, leaning on his axe, waves his hand. It's none of your business, I'm treating wounds. Suddenly, the Rat King appears. Guard the pond until Corellius is healed. Don't let anyone in. Hyuga, surprised. What a commander. We actually came to save you. The Rat King snorts. If it weren't for Gunnar's power, that mercenary wouldn't have survived even 3 blows. Corellius tries to calm him down. Enough, Black King, we are comrades. Corellius clenches his fist gloomily. Sooner or later, I'll sort everything out with her. Loya is at a loss. What happened here? And how did you end up here? I don't even know where to start. The Rat King begins the story. We defeated the main beast Moshue and found the red gem. He continues, pointing at Corellius. But the stone dived into the sewer and we realized it's important. Loya picks up. And here we learned that the same stone had already appeared. The Turtle Clan retreated here and we followed them. The Rat King explains. This is where we encountered the mercenary. It seems they are interested not only in gems, but also in stone turtles. Loya was puzzled. Who are these mercenaries? And why would they be at odds with the Seekers Guild? The Rat King reveals, this is the Storm Fury Squad, fearsome sea mercenaries. Their captain, Karkin, the Storm God, is comparable to 6 of our S-classes. Loya decides, I don't know why they need turtles, but the main thing now is to heal Corellius. As soon as he gets better, everything will be decided. Suddenly, a fist bursts out from under the ground where Jack was lying, crushing stones. Destroyer Jack rises from the ruins, screaming furiously, Old man, what did you say? Our captain is only comparable to your S-classes? Jack, baring his torso and roaring with a saw, proclaims, Our captain is the god of the storm. You, small fry, are just dust before her. The Rat King is horrified. What power! It's not for nothing that he is one of the 3 generals of the Storm God. He even withstood such a blow. The heroes are shocked, Hyuga exclaims. You're kidding. His aura alone is stronger than the royal beast. Li Fei grimly states, It looks like a fight can't be avoided. At least this guy is wounded. The Rat King restrains Corellius. Don't get excited. He is alarmed. Jack is a saint level. Apart from me and Corellius, he is unstoppable. The Rat King sighs. Looks like we'll have to rely on Corellius again. Corellius? Corellius is unconscious. The Rat King tries to wake him up. Corellius, you idiot, wake up! The Rat King slaps Corellius. Li Fei is shocked. What a horror, poor Corellius. The Rat King is angry at Corellius with a bump on his head. That bastard always lets you down at the important moment. Li Fei is puzzled. You are also a saint level? Why aren't you fighting? The Rat King points to the wound. Don't you see? Besides, my power is only revealed through fusion. Jack attacks. The Rat King admits, Without Corellius wounded, I cannot defeat him. The Rat King's face darkens. Looks like there's only one move left. Jack rushes to attack. The Rat King watches from behind. The Rat King turns around in amazement. Something rushed past. Li Fei suddenly appeared with wings. An injured saint level still dares to act like this. Li Fei flies into the air, shouting, Bato, we're coming! Forbidden magic area! Jack is puzzled as a golden light envelops his hand. His saw arm suddenly returns to its normal state. Jack, why did the transformation cancel? Jack looks around in confusion. I don't know, why? A blue aura surrounds him. The Rat King appears in front of Jack, concentrating blue energy. Jack panics and realizes, damn! He's trapped. The Rat King unleashes a series of blows on Jack. 13 consecutive attacks. The Rat King unleashes a barrage of blows, sending Jack flying through the rocks. The Rat King is perplexed. What? It didn't work. Jack grins maliciously. Ha ha ha, what a terrifying power. Jack flies away a considerable distance. The Rat King remains in place. Jack grins. If I hadn't reacted in time, I would have turned into mincemeat. Jack looks at the Rat King defiantly. How did you just block my fist? Jack explains while demonstrating his technique. A saint-level illusion mage can use the plasticity of his power to transmit. He shows how he redirected the attack. I created an illusory channel and directed your power into the ground. Jack lectures from above. Brute force is useless against saints, tactics, momentum, and the power of illusions decide. Jack points at the Rat King. You are too inexperienced. Your comrade is as useless as you. The Rat King meets Jack's attack head-on without flinching. Suddenly his snake tail comes to life. Huh? Not done yet. I almost fell asleep. The Rat King is surprised by the strength of the tail. Damn, why is it so hard? Li Fei despaired. Saint level, is the gap really that big? Damn it. She clutches her head in pain. My head is splitting. Li Fei's gaze becomes cloudy and her strength leaves her. Luoya screams in horror as he sees Li Fei falling unconscious from the sky. He lunges forward, trying to catch her at the last second. Luoya manages to pick up Li Fei in his arms. She is unconscious. Jack looks at Li Fei angrily. So it was you who made me and Iron Snake separate. Jack acknowledges Li Fei's strength. This is the first time I've seen a domain that can separate me and the Iron Snake. He grins. You may have been lucky, but that's all there is to it. Suddenly, a black-clawed paw reaches out from behind Luoya. Jack in dark glasses makes a lightning-fast sweeping strike. The heroes are thrown back by Jack's powerful attack wave. Jack mocks the Rat King, whose snake-tail snarls, Snakes eat rats, that's the law of nature. The Rat King stands up for his defense. You, scum, cannot understand my power. You will not merge because of the remnants of the region. The Rat King's eyes flash with fire. I will show you my true power. The Rat King, enveloped in energy, rushes towards Jack like a whirlwind. Jack chuckles. Going all in? A bit of a problem? The Rat King gives Luoya the instruction. I will use my trump card. On my command, run. The Rat King calls upon the dark veil. Black Mist, answer my call. He shouts sharply to Luoya and the others, run! The heroes run away. The Rat King explains, this is my Black Mist. With it, our speed will double. The Rat King is confident in his plan. I don't believe that these two who are unable to merge will catch up with us. Jack is furious as he sees the heroes disappear into the smoke. Damn it, that stinking rat outsmarted me. Jack calls to the Iron Snake. Iron Snake, let's catch up with them. Jack, riding on the Iron Snake, rushes in pursuit. Luoya turns around in panic. Rat King, they're catching up with us. The Rat King shouts in irritation. Damn it, if it weren't for you, you nuisance, I would have run away long ago. Luoya, holding Li Fei in his arms, replies with displeasure. What's there to be proud of? Bato, carrying the Rat King, screams in panic. F, Rat Boss! We're at a dead end! The Rat King commands decisively. Don't worry, we'll break through, you won't die. With a loud cry of, forward! The heroes rush into the narrow passage. The group rushes desperately through the dark, winding tunnel. They run under overhanging boulders, risking being crushed. The Rat King sighs with relief. Finally, we've broken away. Luoya looks around. Where are we? Suddenly a voice comes from the darkness. Welcome, our friends! Li Fei, still unconscious, barely opens his eyes in Luoya's arms. The giant stone turtle greets them. Welcome to my territory. Luoya, holding Li Fei, was amazed. What a huge turtle. The turtle reproaches the Rat King. Holy level? Old man, you've created a big problem for me. The Rat King angrily replies, If I hadn't felt you in the cave, I would have died. The Rat King orders, Enough chatter. Stone, lead your men and finish off that bastard. The turtle regretfully reports, Black King, forgive me. The Stone Turtle clan is powerless against the Saint Tier. The Rat King is perplexed. What happened? Where is your power? How did you get to this point? The Stone Turtle begins sadly. This story began 10 years ago. The turtle says, 10 years ago, young relatives began to disappear and we began to hide. The turtle continues, the chieftain's son disappeared, and when he returned, a red beam bursts out of the turtle's eyes. A fearsome warrior appears. Next to him was the Scarlet Slayer Ostis, captain of the Furious Wind. The turtle recalls, the chieftain's son, strengthened, even wounded the head of the clan. She continues, we tried to escape, but we were all captured. The turtle said bitterly, it was Captain Furious Wind himself. Silhouette of a woman on a red background. The terrible Liu Kajin has created a potion that unlocks our potential at the cost of our lives. The turtles resist. She wanted to make us weapons, but the leader made a desperate decision. 2 turtles burst into the laboratory. The chief and I decided to consume all the potion supplies. The turtle explains to the Rat King, the chief drank almost everything, I got crumbs, but he managed to keep his sanity. The Rat King listens to the story. He led us out of captivity, but then the leader went mad, and I remained like that. The turtle looks at Luoya and Li Fei. Now, I am temporarily in charge of the clan. Luoya looks at the talking turtle in amazement. Huh? The stone turtle looks at Luoya with a surprised expression. The turtle bites Luoya's leg in a friendly but firm manner, causing him to cry out in surprise. Li Fei angrily yells at Luoya, Idiot! Don't be such a fool here! The turtle explains with a satisfied look. This is our way of expressing friendliness. The giant turtle adds, It looks like they really liked you, pointing at the heroes. Luoya, with the small turtle clinging to his chest, asks, would you look behind you? Li Fei and Bado turn around and see many small turtles crawling towards them. The big turtle sighs, All that remains of our clan are these little ones, the former glory is gone. The Rat King interrupts. We too have encountered beasts under the red potion, their power is terrible. The Rat King convinces the turtle, The Furious Wind will not abandon you. Unite with the illusory beasts. The Rat King demands, Get the treasures, strengthen us. This is the chance for the Turtle Clan to survive. The stone turtle is puzzled by his words. Is this, Meanwhile, Jack senses a change. Here it is, the Iron Snake. I feel the territory's power weakening. Jack smiles smugly, his snake by his side. We'll be able to merge again soon. Jack concentrates his energy, yellow swirls enveloping his figure. His hand turns into a chainsaw and he laughs. Ha ha ha, that's it. The power is back. Jack rushes forward with fury. Smelly rat, I'm already coming for you. A powerful blow from a chainsaw smashes the stone barrier into pieces. Jack, having broken through the wall, is surprised. Really, that's how it is. He finds himself in front of a dead end, puzzled and silent. Jack grins. Let's see how many stone doors there are. The Rat King turns to the turtle. I know the stone turtles have a cure for quick healing. The Rat King persuades, Restore Carlius and Jack will not be a threat to us. Open the treasury, these doors will not hold for long. The turtle laments, I'm not greedy, but only those with royal blood or a saint level can open the treasury. I don't have them. The Rat King is in despair. What should we do? Are we really going to die here? The turtle said decisively, There is no point in hiding. There is a secret passage here, I will open it. You will get to CQ Island, but I have one request. The turtle begs, looking at the heroes with the turtles. Take my children. Continue the line of stone turtles, old friend. Can you do it? The Rat King is worried. You asked me to take care of your clan. What about you? The turtle said bitterly, Me? I didn't protect the leader. I brought the clan to this. Didn't I deserve to die? Turtle humbly. Don't pity me, friend. I am a traitor to the clan. To die at the hands of a saint level is an honor for me. The Rat King, shrouded in darkness, makes a decision. A dark spherical network appears above the turtles. A huge mesh ball, the secret passage is ready. The Rat King firmly commands Luoya, Let's go. Luoya suddenly stops everyone. Wait a minute. He turns to the turtle. A dying relative asked me to give this to you. In Luoya's hands, a mysterious green sphere shines. The turtle is amazed. Heavens, the Stone Turtle Clan is saved. She announces to Luoya, You are the benefactor of our clan. Luoya is confused. Huh? What did I do? The turtle explains, This is the turtle amber bead created by the young chief. It will open the treasure. Luoya, holding the sphere, was inspired. Once we open it, we will quickly become stronger and return to our former glory. The Rat King impatiently, What are we waiting for? Open the treasury, heal Carlius. The giant turtle hesitates. I know, but, looking at the heroes. The Rat King is irritated. What's the big but? Old man, what are you mumbling about? The turtle sighs. Oh, come with me. The shameful secret of the stone turtle clan cannot be hidden. She leads them to the cliff. Look down, pointing to the blood-red abyss. Below, in the crimson liquid, float the creepy skeletons of turtles. A close-up of bubbling red liquid, foreshadowing something terrible. A giant red turtle, chained in chains, rises from the bloody pool, growling, "Ungrateful bastards, when I get out, I'll devour you without a trace." The Rat King is horrified. Old man, this is the leader of the giant rock clan. How did he become like this? Turtle grimly. The chief went mad. His body became distorted. He became incredibly bloodthirsty. He continues. It swallowed up almost all the living creatures in this sea. We had to lock it here. The red turtle notices the Rat King. The Black Rat King, you have come. The mad chieftain demands. Excellent! Kill that dog Panshi. Release me and I will be an eternal friend of the clan. The Rat King firmly, Chief, your mind is consumed by rage. Panshi is my friend and I do not betray friends. The red turtle roars, Bastards! All of you are bastards! I will eat you! The Rat King, confused. Old man, what should we do now? The turtle explains. When the illusory turtle clan is in danger, the royal family creates an amber bead to open the treasure. He points to the mechanism. Place the bead in this recess and the gates of the treasury will open, guaranteeing our salvation. The Rat King exclaims impatiently, So what are we waiting for? He clenches his fists resolutely. Together we will defeat this madman and open the treasure. Turtle Panshi stops their ardor. It's not that simple. The Rat King snorts. Simple or not, first we'll figure it out, then we'll talk. He challenges Panshi. A saint cannot be defeated from the outside, but can I really not cope with you, half mad? Suddenly the Rat King turns around, drawn by the red flashes from the abyss. Huh? He looks down, puzzled. What's going on? Panshi addresses Luoya. Only the worthy who has passed the test will enter the treasury. Luoya listens to the explanation. Normally I would appoint a tester, but now, and there is only the chieftain below, you will have to face him alone. Luoya points at himself in surprise. Me? The Rat King is shocked. Old man, are you crazy? This young man is supposed to defeat the leader of the giant rocks? Panshi is adamant. I'm not joking. To open the treasury, he must defeat the chieftain alone. The turtle explains, the leader, although he is of the saint level, is now hungry. He has only a tenth of his strength, and his mind is clouded. There is a chance. The Rat King grabbed Luoya's shoulder. No, I brought them in. I have to get them out safely. It's too dangerous. He convinces Luoya, Boy, let's go according to plan. Run. We won't open the treasury. Safety first. The angel girl worriedly, Yes, Luoya, let's leave quickly. If Jack comes, we won't escape. Her hand tightly grips Luoya's shoulder in an attempt to stop him. His angelic companion looks at him with concern. Luoya with a determined smile. That's it. I want to try. The girl shakes him in horror. Are you crazy? This is a saint-level master. You will die. The illusory beast guild is not worth your life. Luoya, smiling sheepishly, objects, but... He firmly declares to his companions, I really like the illusory beast guild. Luoya confesses, As a child, I dreamed of becoming a hero, but I became an office plankton. He continues with a smile. I'm not a hero here either, but I joined the guild. Luoya is determined. By completing tasks, helping others, I am getting closer to my dream. He adds, The stone turtles are our friends, we can't help but help. Besides, this is a chance to find out Wind Fury's plans. Turtle Panshi is touched. The Stone Turtle clan will always be your friend, no matter the outcome of the test. Luoya salutes with a smile. Then I'm off. He fearlessly jumps off the cliff straight into the bloody abyss. The Rat King turns to the angel girl in surprise. Little sister, you're not trying to dissuade him anymore? The angel girl waves it off sarcastically. Let him be a hero, it wouldn't be a pity to die like that. But then, clenching her fist, she whispers excitedly, Li Fei, just don't die. The Rat King grins. This guy with a righteous heart will make the guild's days more joyful. Suddenly, powerful blows shake the stone walls behind the heroes. Jack of Wind Fury breaks through the barrier. Finally, where will you go now, rats? The angel's companion angrily recognizes his pursuer. Damn you again, you clingy bastard! The Rat King stands up in front of his comrades. With such juniors, you can't lose face. He suggests to Panchi, "Old man, shall we fight together with this captain of Windfury?" Jack grins evilly as he charges forward. "Fine, I'll turn you all into dust." The Rat King accepts the challenge, extending his claws to meet the enemy's blow. Jack deals a crushing blow to the Rat King with his scarlet blade. The Rat King shouts decisively, "Now!" Panchi suddenly attacks Jack from behind with a powerful energy beam. A red vortex of Panchi energy rushes straight towards the stunned Jack. A blinding explosion of energy envelops the battlefield. The Rat King and Panchi stand back to back, awaiting the outcome of their attack. Jack is unharmed and asks with a grin, "Is that all? What a disappointment." Suddenly, Jack turns around in surprise. Something has caught his attention. The stone wall behind Jack shatters with a loud crash from the powerful blow. Jack shouts excitedly towards the breach, "Iron Snake, are you okay?" A weakened Iron Snake emerges from the breach, struck by a yellow flash. Jack is confused. Iron Snake? An attack like that shouldn't have knocked you down like that. Iron Snake panics. "Jack, run! My power is leaking. Something is wrong here." Jack frowns thoughtfully, sensing something is wrong. Suddenly, Jack feels weak and his face distorts. He finds it difficult to breathe. "You old rat! What have you done?" The Rat King gloats. "We rats are not strong in battle, but do not forget our greatest horror, disease." Jack falls to his knees, coughing. "Sickness?" The Rat King with his glowing eyes. "When people were not careful, the plague devoured everything." A grim vision of the past. The plague claimed 3/4 of the lives on the continent. The Rat King says, "With the development of civilization, people have learned to fight the plague with magic." He continues with a grin, "But they only destroyed the common plague bacteria." The Rat King looks at Jack with glee. "And you inhaled my special enhanced strain." Jack panics. "Impossible! I didn't feel anything! When did you have time?" The Rat King smiles slyly. "When you were chasing us," he explains. "My black fog not only speeds us up, but also grows bacteria. You inhaled them while you were chasing." Jack, bending over in pain, laughs. "Ha ha ha! That's it! A powerful plague." But then he furiously shouts, "However, this will not break me!" Jack releases a powerful stream of energy in an attempt to fight off the disease. The Rat King is shocked. Infected, he uses magic so fiercely? Is life not precious? Jack envelops the insides with energy, temporarily blocking the plague and stimulating the cells. The Rat King is shocked. The current Jack is even stronger than before. The Angel Girl screams, "Is he crazy? Such a surge of power will destroy his body." The Rat King explains, "Jack is a fanatic of Liu Kajin. He is ready to die for him." The Rat King grimly, "It looks like he really is going to fight us to the death." Jack laughs madly. "Ha ha ha! I've never felt so strong. Let's start round 2. Meanwhile, in the bloody abyss where Luoya jumped, a sharp thorn bursts out of the water. Luoya is floundering in the red mud. Wow, so deep? I'm not very good at swimming. Luoya's foot finds support in the viscous depths. Luoya sighs in relief as he stands on the surface. "I almost drowned. It's good that I remembered the energy trick." A giant turtle emerges from the bloody mud, mocking Luoya. Luoya firmly declares, "It doesn't matter. Once I defeat you, I will open the treasure." The turtle laughs. "Little one, do you dare challenge the sacred beast? I'll tear you apart." Luoya is adamant. "No matter what, I have to try." With a cry of, "I'm coming!" Luoya rushes to attack the monster. The turtle snorts, looking down at him. "Extremely stupid." Luoya races across the surface of the viscous red liquid, leaving splashes behind him. Suddenly, red energy tentacles burst out from the depths surrounding Luoya. The turtle boasts, "We stone turtles rule over the water and land in our territory." Luoya, surrounded by scarlet streams, continues to desperately move forward. Luoya notices that his clothes are being eaten away. "This thing is corrosive?" The turtle grins maliciously. "Of course, how do you think I eat these crocodiles?" The monster explains, showing water spheres with fish. "First, I envelop them in water, sucking out all their essence." The turtle continues, floating in the scarlet liquid. "When their essence dissolves, I swallow this delicacy, and you will become my food too." Luoya stands in the middle of a bloody quagmire, and the turtle tempts, "Come on, don't resist, become my food, I'll do it quickly without pain." Luoya recoiled from the red energy streams in disgust. No way! This sticky abomination is disgusting! While dodging the crimson attacks, Luoya thought, the blood water is too corrosive, I can't get close, how can I hit him? Suddenly, Luoya hears a voice. Underwater! Underwater is his weak spot. There. He is confused. Who? Who is talking to me? A voice from the bloody sludge replies, I am the true giant stone. I retained a piece of my mind to warn you. Luoya looks forward with determination, and the voice continues. Underwater. His vulnerability. This is your only chance to defeat him. Luoya is confused. Why did the voice stop? Should I believe it? He thinks, is diving a trap? But I can't cope at the top either. The turtle irritatedly. What is he muttering about? This bastard dares to despise me? The monster attacks with scarlet streams, screaming, I will tear you to pieces. The turtle's furious face is enveloped in seething red energy. Luoya struggled to resist. Is the sacred beast really that strong? I can't even get close. The turtle unleashes a barrage of bloody attacks on Luoya. Luoya dodges, avoiding the massive ball of red energy. A powerful explosion of scarlet energy shook the bloody water in front of Luoya. Luoya panicked. Too fast! I definitely won't be able to dodge the next attack. Luoya decides, looks like I'll have to dive in. He plunges into the scarlet liquid with a splash. The turtle grins. You thought you could hide underwater. How naive. The monster orders, Water Dragon, follow him, tear him apart. A snake-like creature rushes out of the red liquid behind Luoya. Luoya swims in the depths, looking forward with determination. He looks around underwater, surrounded by bubbles. Suddenly, a huge red crystal spike appears in front of him. The giant's voice explains, This spike is the key to my release from the turtle's control. Luoya looks at the thorn, thinking, should I completely pierce it into my body? Luoya says decisively, I'll try. He unleashes a series of 12 crushing blows on the spike. Luoya's powerful attack shatters the crystal spike, releasing light. The turtle howls in pain. Ah, it hurts, bastard, bastard! The enraged water dragon threatens, I will tear you to pieces! Luoya understands. You can't put all your strength into it underwater. You need at least 4 hits, but your strength is running out. Luoya's face contorts with tension and pain underwater. The water dragon forms a huge sphere of red energy in front of its mouth. A powerful beam of energy bursts out from the dragon's mouth, rushing towards Luoya. Luoya cries out in pain as the dragon's attack hits him. Luoya realizes underwater, it's extremely difficult to move, you can't dodge the dragon's attacks. Suddenly his face lights up. What if this works? Luoya points his finger defiantly, provoking the enraged water serpent. The dragon's eye flashed with anger, noticing Luoya's impudent gesture. The monster opens its huge mouth, preparing to crush Luoya into dust. Luoya sees a dragon rushing towards him. That's it, right at me! The scarlet water dragon rushes down at lightning speed, aiming at Luoya. Luoya shouts, come on! Fully focused on his plan. At the last moment, Luoya makes an incredibly fast dodge to the side. Having missed, the blue energy dragon furiously bites into the turtle itself. Luoya hopes underwater, if only it works, I don't have the strength to strike again. The plan was a success. Luoya celebrates with a wry grin. The red head of the turtle roars in unbearable pain. Bastard! From the depths, the true head emerges. You have occupied my body for too long. I am the leader of the stone turtles. I will not die, the dark head declares, while the red one threatens to devour it. Two heads, scarlet and stone, fiercely confront each other. Luoya finally emerges from the water, breathing a sigh of relief. I am the chief, the stone head shouts. I am the giant stone. I will eat you, the scarlet one replies. The true giant says to Luoya, help me break this head and I will open the treasure. Luoya is skeptical. Me? Look at my wounds. Besides, you're losing now. The stone head urges, by any means just finish him off, otherwise there will be no treasure. Luoya agrees. Hold him, I'm coming. The scarlet head activates the sacred eye of the turtle, not wanting to be disturbed. Luoya freezes, enveloped in energy. Can't move? The red head bites into the stone one. Surrender! Victory will be mine. The scarlet monster tempts Luoya. Help me, and all the treasures are yours. Luoya is in despair. I can't move at all. What should I do? The red head gloats. Useless resistance! Your assistant is immobilized. Let me absorb you. The stone head retorts, you underestimate him. Luoya flares up with new strength. The scarlet head mocks. So what? We are Sant level. Luoya grits his teeth. His aura grows brighter. He doesn't give up. Luoya roars, "Let's move!" His aura exploding with power. He soars into the air, rushing towards the stunned heads. Luoya shouts, "Ha!" and swings his fist, engulfed in blue energy. The scarlet head smirked. A temporary surge of power? Praiseworthy. But against me, it's useless. The red tentacles attack Luoya. The tentacles grab him. The scarlet head gloats. "In the air, you are doomed." Luoya smirked. "That's not certain yet." He calls out, "Forward, Xiaobai!" and the white wolf rushes to attack. The scarlet head is surprised. This is the evolution of a pet? The wolf's paw hangs overhead. The ferocious Xiaobai roars as he claws at the scarlet turtle's head. Xiaobai grabs the scarlet flesh with a death grip, tearing it apart. The scarlet head screams in pain. "Death to me, I will devour you." The stone head watches. Luoya lands right on top of the fallen scarlet head. "Too noisy! Since you're dying, shut up!" Luoya stands on the monster's head. Xiaobai happily jumps towards Luoya, beaming with pride at his contribution. Luoya hugs his pet. I know, you did a great job. A feast awaits." Luoya's gaze suddenly changes. He notices something strange. Huh? Luoya and Xiaobai stood on the shell, the scarlet water around them brightening. The blood pond has cleared up? The stonehead admires. Hidden evolution, bait to get closer and then attack. A brilliant tactic. "Thank you for your help. You allowed me to return my strength from the bloody pool and restore my sanity." The true leader thanks. Luoya suggests, "Then help us deal with Destroyer Jack." The turtle apologizes. "Sorry, I can barely hold on to open the treasury. I can't handle the holy level." The stonehead takes a deep breath, gathering the last of its strength for one last action. With a roar, the turtle leader spews something from his mouth towards Luoya. The emerald sphere flies towards Luoya, surrounded by a red glow. A powerful blue beam of energy shoots down, piercing the surface of the water. The beam strikes an ancient golden mechanism, activating it with a click. The intricate castle begins to spin, shedding stone shards. A massive golden disc rotates, revealing a passage through the clouds of steam. Luoya looks ahead with a tense face, anticipating a new challenge. Inside the treasury, pearls and corals sparkle. Luoya and Xiaobai enter, amazed at the wealth of the stone turtles. Countless treasures sparkle around. Luoya looks around in amazement. In front of them is a stone turtle head asking, "What is this?" A true leader sheds a tear when he looks at something deep within. When the turtles sense death, they give all their strength here, turning it into tears, the chief explains. Then they turn to stone, leaving forever. Luoya thoughtfully, "What a strange ecosystem. What is all this for?" The chief explains, "The pool of tears awakens the blood of the clan, giving birth to strong ones, but the price is great." "You are our savior. Choose any treasure. Each one is priceless," the turtle suggests. Luoya is worried. "We are at the saint level. Is there a treasure for quick strengthening?" The chief shakes his head. "Some stones are only for us, stone turtles, and will not suit you." Xiaobai suddenly rushes towards the pond with tears, leaving Luoya and the chief behind. The white wolf carefully tastes the water from the pond with his tongue. Xiaobai howls happily, splashes fly in all directions. He clearly likes the water. The chieftain is amazed. He's absorbing the tears of our clan. From one sip, his aura has strengthened. Luoya doubts, "Is it safe?" "Chief, the aliens exploded, but he seems to be okay." Xiaobai looks at Luoya with determination, who says, "Since you can absorb it, try it. Your strength will soar." Luoya dives into the pond. The leader warns, "If you feel bad, get out right away. There is still a chance here." Luoya smiles confidently from the water. "Calm down. If anything happens, I'll come out right away." Luoya dives deeper into the pool of tears. Xiaobai swims nearby. His body flares with fiery energy, and he clenches his teeth in tension. Luoya lets out a roar. The water around him explodes with power. The chief is alarmed. "Bad! Too much! Get out! I'll pull you out!" Luoya relaxes with a blissful smile. "How good?" The chief is irritated. "Don't make that face, it's misleading." The entrance to the treasury shakes, heralding someone's arrival. The chieftain panics. "Damn! The holy level is chasing us. I hope ours can hold out." Destroyer Jack bursts in, shouting furiously, "Get out!" Jack addresses the turtles. "You cowardly bastards, fight me fairly!" The Rat King smirks. Only a fool would go head-on. You are infected with my plague, and yet you still rage. The Rat King is irritated. Are you in no hurry to die? The winged warrior resolutely, I will find a chance and strike him again. The companion tries to stop her. Sister, don't interfere. If you get thrown back again, we won't save you. The girl looks angrily at the crying guy. What? You dare doubt my decision? He babbles. Sorry. The Rat King ponders. After being hit by saint-level attacks, she's still alive, almost like a saint beast, but we can't risk her. The Rat King declares, Enough, Loya. Jack won't be defeated so easily. Let's wait until my plague works, then he's ours. Jack appears behind the turtle. What? Still waiting for your nasty plague to take effect? Jack smirks behind his glasses. You won't stand a chance. Destroyer Jack rushes forward, attacking the turtle. Jack rushes forward, his figure blurred by the speed. He grabs the dark silhouette, continuing his furious advance. Jack laughs, blood running down his chin. Ha ha, old rat, your plague is useless. His body is engulfed in flames as he screams, My power is back. The turtle leader is horrified. This, you used force to cut out the infected organs? The Rat King is shocked. Jack, you stimulated regeneration by losing 10 years of your life. Madman. Jack, engulfed in flames, replies, 10 years of life is nothing compared to death from your plague. He rushes into the attack, shouting, Die, you bastards! A powerful burst of yellow energy surrounds Jack at the moment of impact. Jack grins through the flames, as expected of a turtle. Jack admits, the shell is really tough. But he continues the attack, asking, How long can you hold out? The Rat King is worried. Old man, are you still holding on? The turtle leader snaps back. Try it yourself since you're so smart. The rat reminds, I saw that the door of the treasury is open. There should be medicine for Luoya there. The chief replies, I have no idea. We'll find out when he comes out. The Rat King is nervous. I hope Luoya will hurry, otherwise we are finished. Meanwhile, Luoya is calmly immersed in a pond of tears. He listens, sensing the desperate situation of his friends outside. Luoya resolutely steps out of the water. No, they can't hold out. I have to get out. The leader dissuades Loya. You've gone crazy. Going out now means certain death. Loya clenches his fist. I'm full of strength. It's not a fact that I'll lose. The turtle objects. It's an illusion. Your aura is still weak for the saint level. The leader begs. I am exhausted, but you are our hope. I will not let you go until you reach your limit. Loya clarifies. So, when I reach the limit, you will let me out? Chief. Of course. Loya said decisively. Then there is no choice, Xiaobai. Loya in new armor. If that's the case, I'll just speed up the absorption. He's back in the water. The leader is in a panic. This is thousands of years of savings. You'll explode. Loya is surrounded by power. No time for that. I feel I can handle it. Energy explodes around him. I can withstand it. The chieftain ponders. Is this guy really going to swallow up my clan's 1,000-year supply? No, it's his beast. The turtle is amazed. A beast that can absorb any energy, its future is limitless. Loya touches the bottom with her fingers. The pond of tears has almost dried up. He smiles sheepishly. Did I absorb all the energy? Chief, I'm sorry. The chieftain humbly. If you could, that's your luck. Take care of my clan and I'll be at peace. The fading chieftain whispers, Stone illusory turtle clan, all hope lies with you. Loya promises, Rest assured, chief, I will take care of them. Bon voyage. The old chief's head falls lifelessly to the ground. Outside, Jack taunts the exhausted defenders. Are you still holding on? Soon I'll grind you into dust. Jack smirks behind his glasses. Relax, I'll make it quick and painless. Suddenly, blue energy blades pierce the air. Jack flinches, sensing a new threat. He turns around abruptly. Who is this? The warrior's companion flies away from the unexpected blow. Jack looks up in confusion as strange projectiles rain down. He realizes this attack, is it really drops of water? Indeed, powerful jets of water hit from all sides. Loya floats in the air, surrounded by the element of water, targeting enemies. The Rat King and his companions are shocked. Li Fei has become so strong? Loya confidently steps forward. Sorry, I'm late. Turtle with a tear in his eye. I feel the power of the illusory stone turtle. You. Loya replies, the chief has entrusted the clan to me. Panshi, together we will defeat this guy. Jack laughs. Wow, I'm absolutely delighted. Iron Snake, show him our power. A shining iron snake appears next to Jack. Here it comes! Jack grins, his hand turning into a giant chainsaw. The Rat King is perplexed. How is this possible? You too have become infected with my bacteria. Chainsaw voice. Your bacteria have infected my insides, but don't forget, I'm made of iron. Chainsaw explains to Jack, I threw off the infected parts and was able to merge with you again. Jack, armed with a chainsaw, shouts to Loya, let's have a fun second round! Loya, surrounded by the water element, accepts the challenge. Show me the power of a saint-level master. Loya summons a water dragon, preparing to attack. The water dragon rushes towards Jack with a roar. Jack's chainsaw grinds as he meets the water's force. A powerful current throws Jack back. Jack lands, sneering, a small trick, and this is your new skill? What a disappointment! Loya replies, that was just a decoy. This is my real move. Loya unleashes a water-powered attack on Jack. Jack deftly dodges and Loya's fist misses. Loya gritted his teeth, exclaiming, dodged! Jack smirks. What a shame. That was a near miss. Can you hit that again while controlling the turtle's water? Jack swings his chainsaw. Now, it's my turn. Suddenly, Jack notices drops of water around him. Huh? He looks at the shining drops with confusion. What the hell is this? Loya comments from afar. Looks like it worked. Jack remembers the moment of impact. Was that then? Luoya explains, that's right. The stone turtle technique doesn't just manipulate water, it turns it into an incredible weapon. Jack is surrounded by water spheres. Luoya continues, these drops will constantly drain your power. Jack screams, ah, no. Luoya confidently declares, you've always underestimated me. Water prison. It will suck your strength to death. Destroyer Jack. You've lost. Jack, in a rage, orders the snake. Boy, you underestimate me. Iron Snake. Eat him. Snake. Yes. The huge iron snake quickly coiled around Luoya, encircling him. The snake lunges at Luoya. His friends scream his name in horror. Suddenly, someone's hand hits the iron snake on the head with force. The snake flies away, having received a powerful rebuff. Luoya was stunned. Saved? He couldn't believe his eyes. A loud, confident laugh comes from somewhere to the side. It's Caleb stretching like he just had a good night's sleep. The Rat King is furious. Caleb, you bastard, we almost died here and you just woke up? Caleb, with the king on his shoulder, notices Jack. The snake is bullying our newbie, time to punish him. Jack is surprised. Caleb, your wounds have healed? Caleb, a good night's sleep heals everything, it's elementary. Luoya's team is shocked. What kind of absurd healing logic is this? Caleb demands of Jack. Enough chatter. What is Lukajan up to? Jack intrigues. If so, I'll tell you. Come closer. Caleb yawns. Hurry, I'm tired and I want to sleep. Jack, shrouded in darkness, smirks. Are you really that impatient? He shouts, now I will tell you about your commander's conspiracy. Suddenly, Caleb turns around, noticing someone behind him. The warrior appears and Caleb whispers, Commander. Flashback. Young Caleb throws a bottle into a pile of trash. In the past, he joyfully finds a piece of bread. I found it. The boy happily throws the food he found into the air. Flashback. The precious piece of bread falls out of Caleb's mouth. A figure appears in front of him and the boy freezes in surprise. A sharp kick knocks out his only food. A strange girl throws a punch at Caleb. The boy flies away, unable to resist the attack. The girl looms over him, shouting imperiously, Wake up! She shakes him roughly, ordering, Wake up quickly, boy! Caleb screams in horror, Are you a demon? Let go! The young warrior smirked. To endure so many blows from Luby and not die. You have potential. Later, when she has grown up, she declares, I am Lukajan, the mistress of this place. Young Caleb shouts, Are you kidding? Who owns the dump? You're blind. I won't give up. Lukajan replies with her back turned. I'm not blind, I just don't want to see this dirty world. She turns to Caleb. Don't you find it strange that we always live in a dump? Another boy explains. We were driven out by the aristocrats. Lukajan objects. What right did they have? Because we are poor? Lukajan continues. Or because we have no power? Caleb agrees. That's wrong. But many fools don't understand. The girl reasons. They'll be thrown a bone and they'll be happy. If money and power ruled the world, we wouldn't live like this. Caleb is amazed. What nonsense are you talking about? The guard from above shouts to the children, "Hey, little ones, get out! The master doesn't want to see dirt!" 2 guards threaten, "I'll count to 10. If you don't leave, I'll impale you on spears." Lukajan smirked. Look, there they are, those bastards, and they think they're smart. The girl resolutely heads straight towards the armed guards. A guard with a spear rushes forward, shouting, "This brat seeks death!" Caleb waves his hand in horror. "You, get out of there quickly!" Lukajan easily dodges the spear thrust. She delivers a lightning strike straight into the guard's chest. The guard flies back, dropping his helmet, and screams in horror, "Monster!" Lukajan stands over the fallen man. The second guard runs away, and she begins to count. 1, 2. She finishes the count. 3. And the second guard is already smashed against a mountain of garbage. The kids are stunned. Caleb mutters, "What just happened? So unbelievably powerful." Another girl looked at Lukajan with admiration. "Of course, Miss Lukajan is the coolest." Lukajan addresses the children. "If you think my words are reasonable, follow me. I will lead you to challenge this world." Caleb vows, "Commander, I will clear the way for you to a new world." His body begins to glow from within, preparing for self-sacrifice. Loya was shocked. Damn, did he decide to explode? Is everyone in the furious wind crazy? Loya shouts to his people, "Quick, hide behind me!" Caleb turns into a blinding ball of light, energy at its peak. Loya thrusts his scythe forward, ready to take the blow. A powerful explosion shakes everything around, scattering debris. Thick smoke and flames envelop the site of the explosion. The ground is cracked and smoking after the monstrous attack. Lukajan was shocked. Incredible. He blocked a saint-level explosion with a single scythe. Loya is shocked. Is the difference between saint levels really that big? He drops heavily to one knee. Damn, I shouldn't have slept so soundly. Xiaoyu suggests, "Senior, we'll take you to Mashui City. Tell me what happened." Luoya refuses. "Sorry, I can't talk about the affairs of the city of Moshui." He adds, "But I already informed the association. Moshui is safe. I have to go. The Black Rat King will heal his wounds." Luoya advises, "There is still unrest on ZQ Island. You can look for information there." He quickly disappears. "I'm going. We'll get in touch later," leaving the trio perplexed. Li Xuan frowned. What's wrong with him? Why did he run away so quickly when Mo Shui was mentioned? Xiao Yu ponders. It seems like something serious happened there, but he doesn't want to talk about it. Let's go to Shiku. Maybe we can find some clues. The angel agrees. Okay, our first task is GQ Island. Although it is quieter there may still be traces left. The little turtle says, "Follow me, I will show you the way to ZQ Island." Li Xuan was shocked. "No way! This is your vaunted entrance?" The turtle proudly declares, "This is the secret passage of the Stone Turtle Clan. You have been given a great honor." The heroes refuse with disgust, but the turtle smiles slyly. It seems it's too late. The turtle turns to the smaller trio. "What do you mean?" Li Xuan has a bad feeling about this. The angel screams, "You've got to be kidding me," as a vortex forms behind them. The trio is inexorably drawn inside. Xiao Yu resigns himself. "Let this end quickly." The turtle waves goodbye to them. "It's just a stone's throw from here to CQ. Have a nice trip." An angel screams in rage from the darkness. "Stone Turtle, I will kill you." Unsuspecting guards patrol the coast of Shiku Island. Suddenly, the three warriors become alert, looking at the calm water. One of the guards is perplexed. "What's going on? Is it really an underwater volcano?" A column of water bursts out of the sea and the guard asks, Did you hear that sound?" The heroes emerge to see puzzled guards in front of them. The guards panic. "That's right, this time we heard everything." Two powerful splashes break the silence of the sea surface. Li Xuan complains, "Damn express channel, we spent a whole hour in the water." Xiao Yu climbs out onto the shore. "I'll never go into that passage again." They are immediately surrounded by guards. "Put your hands behind your heads. Who are you and how did you get here?" Li Xuan tries to defuse the situation. "Wait, this is a misunderstanding. We are not bad." The guard objects. "Nonsense! Shiku Island is closed after the demon attack. Who would come here as a tourist?" Another guard shouts, "They are definitely enemy spies! Capture them and deliver them to the general!" Suddenly, an angel on an eagle appears in the sky. "We are not spies." Li Shen grumbled as he looked up. "Luoya, your beast is so convenient. Why can't my Xiaobai fly?" The angel explains to the guards, "We are from the Phantom Association, here to investigate. What do you mean CQ Island is closed?" The guards look at each other. The Phantom Association? The general really did send a signal. But these three, can we trust them? The angel gets angry. "Then call your general, let him interrogate us," and Xiao Yu tries to calm her down. Li Xuan thought in surprise. After such a shake, they are still full of strength. What energy! Someone's feet touch the ground and a voice says, "There is no need for that." A figure in a yellow dress appears in front of them. It is General Ka Wode. The guards are astonished. "General, is it really you?" The warriors shout angrily, "You impudent ones! How dare you look at General Ka Wode like that?" The general coquettishly, "Oh, they just didn't know. Besides, they praise my beauty." The trio is shocked. Who was it that praised you? Clearly not them. The guard is perplexed. "General, maybe we should check their identities?" Ka Wode waves it off. "No need. It's been a month without communication. Who else but the association would come here?" The angel is alarmed. "A month without communication? The Molan Kingdom should have left you away." The general explains, "All the messengers have disappeared. The island is blockaded. Only Miaili helped to get in touch." Li Xuan frowned. "Miaili? A familiar name. Where have I heard it?" Li Xuan is perplexed. Such a change. Why didn't the Molan Kingdom send reinforcements? General Kawode coquettishly, "Oh, maybe I have a bad relationship with my superiors. They dream of me dying." Li Xuan thinks to himself, "Who would want to be friends with you anyway? That would be weird." K. Wode shrewdly, "You were surprised, so according to your information, it shouldn't be that dangerous here. What do you know?" The angel begins to explain, "Here's the thing." The angel reports in detail to General Kawode about all the events that have taken place. General, riding on a peacock. "So you think that CQ's problems are related to Mashui, and after he is saved, everything will calm down here?" Li Xuan counters, "Yes, but it seems things are not that simple." Ka Wode explains, "First there were weak phantoms, then stone turtles. After Moshui, the attacks weakened, but did not stop." The general concludes, "They haven't stopped. That means the puppeteer behind the scenes hasn't achieved his goal yet." Li Xuan said decisively, "It looks like we have to find the enemy's target to save ZQ Island." A guard runs in panic. "General, things are bad. The demonic creatures are attacking again." General Ka Yuodi on the peacock commands, "Reconnaissance in battle formation." Warriors with spears at the ready rush forward. The sky is clear. Horrible sea monsters jump out of the water and attack the island. General Ka Wode raises his hand, preparing to give the order. "Get ready." Li Xuan was surprised. Even though she is strange, she can be relied upon at a critical moment. Suddenly, Ka Wode grabbed Li Xuan, who was taken aback. "Huh?" Li Xuan is perplexed as he is dragged away. "What the? You're not even going to resist?" Ka Wode shouts with a smile, "Stop talking. If we don't run away now, we won't be able to." Li Xuan was indignant. "Are you kidding me? Where are we running to?" Ka Wode drags them through the water. "Relax, I'm an expert at escaping." The general explains as he runs, "These creatures live in the sea. There's nothing for us to catch there." Kewodi seriously, "The only chance is to lure them to where they are weakest." The general flirts again. "Haha, I've had a plan ready for a long time against these weaklings." Li Xuan is seething with anger. How smug she is, I just want to punch her. Ahead, Li Xuan notices some kind of building by the water. What is this? A futuristic fortress-like complex rises before them. They approach the massive gates of the high-tech base. Ka Wode waves to the building. "Babies, I'm back!" The guards at the futuristic base notice the general. "The general has returned. Open the gates quickly." Li Xuan looks at the scene with a thoughtful expression. The huge steel gates of the fortress slowly open, raising a spray of water. The Trinity finds itself on the platform at the entrance, ready to go inside. Ka Wode invites them. "Come in. This is the battlefield I have prepared for the sea creatures." From outside, sea monsters can be seen approaching the high-tech base. Li Xuan is amazed by the scale of the fortress. This is simply incredible. And Ka Wuda boasts, well, how is it? My fortress is not bad, huh? Angel is impressed. It's all made of steel. Even the royal demon can't break through it. Do the other islands have the same defenses? Ka Wuda explains coquettishly. Others are not like this. I built this fortress for 5 years from underwater ore. Your praise is so pleasant. The angel is incredulous. You built it? Don't lie. Shiku is not a military center. Why such a fortress? Ka Wuda modestly. I'm not bragging. If you don't believe me, ask them. The guard exclaimed delightedly. It's true. The general personally built everything. Ka Wuda proudly. Built by yourself? Too much? But it's really so. Memory, an abandoned street. Ka Wuda with a peacock and a couple of sad figures. The general with the peacock drags logs. When I arrived, the island was very poor. Local residents are in despair. Many have lost hope. They just fished and waited for the end. Young islanders recall, the general brought timber from the mainland and built our house herself. Silhouettes of people follow Ka Wuda as she carries building materials down the street. The crowd of builders grows. More and more people joined. Our lives were getting better. The islanders celebrate. A year later, Shiku Island became a trading center, but the general was still worried. Flashback, Ka Wuda, clenching his fists in determination, vows to protect the island that has become the kingdom's shield. An islander says, we are lucky, the general found iron ore under ZQ Island. Ka Wuda personally supervised the smelting of steel, training local residents. The general herself, block by block, erected the walls of the future fortress. The guard finishes the story. And so the steel citadel of ZQ Island appeared. Angel and Li Xuan are amazed. Unbelievable, this strange woman actually did all this. Ka Wuda grins with the peacock. Enough praise. Time to deal with the sea creatures. The general jumps off the wall, her body enveloped in powerful energy, the peacock following her. A huge sea monster roars as it spots an approaching threat. Ka Wuda lands surrounded by a vortex of green energy, ready to fight. Ka Wuda jumps forward and unleashes a powerful blow on the sea monster. The general shouts, never mind the little things, aim for the giants at the walls. Ka Wuda displays incredible flexibility as he performs a high-jumping kick. Li Xuan warms up. I can't stand idle in someone else's fortress. I'll take this on myself. The angel suggests, I'll go east, and Li Xuan replies, then I'll go west. Sea creatures, including octopuses and fish-like monsters, climb the walls of the fortress. Suddenly, a cute but clearly demonic kitten appears, letting out a battle cry. A cat-like creature with webbed feet, similar to a flying squirrel, dives down on Li Xuan. Close-up of the demon cat's grinning face. Big demon cat, huh? Li Xuan looked at the cat with a smirk. So, you are my opponent, right? The demon cat splits into two, preparing to attack with double the force. Li Xuan smirked. Okay, I know you're strong. Let's get started. The flying cat soars onto the roof, looking down at Li Xuan. Li Xuan was puzzled by the sudden disappearance of his opponent. How is this possible? Where did he go? A demon cat with glowing eyes suddenly attacks Li Xuan from behind. The demon cat's clawed paw aimed straight at Li Xuan. Li Xuan dodges. You kitten, you dare to attack from behind. The hero jumps back from the swift attack. Damn, fall faster! Li Xuan is annoyed. Damn it, how did he disappear again?